Where all my scamming ass fellas at? Spending that money fast, 20s, 50s, 100s cash. Boy, going at Goyard bag, boosting ladies where y'all at? Stuffing that shit in your bag, just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, going at Goyard bag, spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, baby, spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Woo!
And now another anti-ruckus rant brought to you by the community. Viewer and audio discretion is highly advised.
The community wants to take the word and hold up hoes, whores, OF people, people who put out STD-named lip gloss, people who have slept with anybody and everybody at any time, people who talk about the AB clinic like they go into McDonald's, people who just say whatever comes to their mind, people who make songs about scamming, people who like people to pee on them, people who like to hang out with people that could be ABCD, but because they have enough money, it's okay. And then say that that's woman empowerment, so to be a whore is woman empowerment, and that's who runs the community. Y'all stand up for whores, and everybody's just supposed to go along with it. People like Tigger go along with it. Eddie Winslow, whatever his name is, allegedly goes along with it. And people are talking about white people are the problem. Colors, white people are not the problem. I don't care, say what you want, white people is not the problem with the community. It's the fact that black people listen to famous people with yellow hair, pink hair, blue hair, nose rings, eye rings, tongue rings, lip rings, cheek rings, throat rings, boob rings. That's the problem. Liberals, progressives, and Democrats, that's the problem. Unfortunately, it always comes back to political, because child man, none of these people have subscribed would be a conservative person, even though black people are supposed to be conservative. And I still would like someone to answer the question. I know it's not a video that people are liking, that's okay, it's still there to watch. Which ancestor would come back today and say, thank you all for continuing my legacy? Which one? Name them. Which one? Name them. Will come back today and say, you guys are doing a great job. Thank you for continuing all my hard work. You're doing spades, child. Y'all are doing spades. So glad that I risked my life so that you all could become fucking whores. Whores don't run my fucking life. They do not run me or my community. And I don't hang out with motherfuckers that don't make any sense. Y'all can have that shit. Y'all can listen to caricature all the fuck you want to. Fuck that nigga. You can listen to that funky tether over there that's telling you to your face that Democrats ain't done shit for you, and then turn around and say, keep voting for them. And then you want to turn around and act like white people are your problem when you got all these niggas in your face lying to you, and you still believe them. And then you'll make some fucked up excuse because you fucked up and say, but white people do it too. But black people do it too. And yet black bitches always looking at white people for what the fuck it is that they do, and then turn around talking about racism. Make it make sense. I still ain't seen to where, child, what is her name? Blonde hair. Child, the ESPN ex-person, child. You know what I'm talking about.
In the state of Pennsylvania, politics can be very messy, pun intended. Today we embark on a new journey, not Jersey. That helps the state clean up its act. No more candidates that won't speak for people, talk shit, rant, and liked by the community. We need a beacon of hope to transform us into a new beginning, fixing corruption and whoredom that bleeds through our cities. A candidate that is
a funky ass.
A candidate that.
And that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know what. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. I can't read it. There's no words on it. There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out. What is for credits? I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Yes, we are live. Hey there, besties. We are back. If you were here earlier, welcome back. If not, shout out to y'all. TGIF. Shout out to what did they call it? Oh, the Generation Zs. They worrying about sun-kissed Sundays, starvation Sundays, whatever the hell they called it when we was making fun of Gen Z. Shout out to y'all if you were here while we made fun of Gen Z this morning, but also learned about Black Gen Z males. Shout out to y'all. Sassy's from the 70s, that's all. 70s and 80s, that's all. So listen, y'all, we got to talk about Nolan Wells, of course, child. Of course we do, because there's a never-ending, I don't even know what to call it, grift, allegedly. A bunch of people talking a bunch of shit. They don't know shit because ain't nobody found out shit. Nobody can confirm shit. So I don't even understand how all this shit is going on. It's just some of the dumbest things that I am hearing right now. It's wild. It's actually wild to see, but typical. But it's typical. But if it was white people, okay. But we don't get justice, okay. So what are we supposed to do, child? I don't know. Y'all keep doing the same thing and see what difference that it makes. Oh no, here's a thing they're doing now.
This is amazing.
Black people, you cannot be around white people alone. Blacks, coloreds, you cannot be around white people by yourself, okay? It's not safe for you. So if you've been doing it all this time, stop immediately. Let me see. Y'all got to boycott. Y'all got to boycott Target. Y'all got to boycott Asians. Y'all got to leave the country. You can't be around white people. You cannot be around white people anymore. What I miss? What else is there? Oh my God. All I can do is laugh. So many people are so damn dumb. And the amount of people that just follow along, it's amazing, child. It is amazing. Fun times, y'all. Fun times. All I can do is laugh. All I can do is laugh. Just listening to people that don't have any proof of anything, no, absolutely nothing. And in the information that actually is confirmed, they not using it. They just making up these theories in their head. Yeah, them white boys did. I told you what Flacco said. Let me find the damn video. I'm gonna show you because I was just like, child, you really just said that like with all passion, like it is true. Nobody. Child, now somebody just put out a video that says Nolan Wells' friend to be charged with manslaughter. Goodbye. Child, I can't do this. I cannot do this. I can't do this. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then if/when somebody decides to sue their ass, they're going to say it's racism. I promise you that's what they're going to say. Hold on a second. It's not funny. It's a little bit funny, but it's really not funny because they just using this dude. Rest in peace to Nolan, but they are so just using this. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Oh, aren't you using it? I'm not using anything. I'm not saying anything. It's the rest of y'all that are out here just completely. Hold on. Let me go to this video, child. And you know I like Flacco, but child, I gotta take a second look. I even have to reassess. Like, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Come on now. Now this is from 8 days ago. 8 days ago. Wait, is this the most recent? Hold on. I feel like it was the first video he did. Hold on. All right, that's 2 weeks ago. So this is barely a 2-week-old situation, right? So that must be it. All right.
suspicious of the friends he wrote on the boat. They're gonna get away with it, unfortunately, for everybody involved. This Nolan Wells situation is terrifying. They really murdered that boy.
Child, what? Y'all.
This Nolan Wells situation is terrifying. They really murdered that boy. And they're going to get away with it, unfortunately, for everybody involved. And it should piss off a lot of us. I don't see enough people angry at this situation that there should be. And the reason why so many people...
I can't. Flacco, come on now, child. This is his first video that he did. Nice pictures, though. But this is the first video that he did. Black people, y'all are so easy. Y'all are so easy. I don't get it. It's pretty pathetic. I'm not going to say that it's sad. It's typical and it's pretty pathetic. But it is what it is. So I wanted to show you something else, but child, we here. Child, now, has anybody still heard any of the blacks talk about the fact that Miss Walmsley is Asian and we supposed to be boycotting? Y'all supposed to be boycotting Asians. Not in this case. She can be black this time, because I know some of y'all was saying in the chat the other day when we went over Ringo's video that Asians can be black if they want to be. Of course they can, child. Of course they can. Because like I said, whatever floats your boat at the moment, it'll come back to bite you in the ass later on, because it always does that too. Essence of black culture. Essence of black culture. Essence of black culture on Instagram. People have been pointing out the striking resemblance between Nolan's mother and Emmett Till's mother, along with the heartbreaking coincidence that Emmett was born in July and died in August, while Nolan was born in August and died in July. What the fuck does that even mean? First of all, they don't look alike. One's a woman, the other one's a woman, okay? Then somebody in the comments said, forget that, look at the men. Yeah, a dark-skinned man and a dark-skinned man. They don't look alike. I feel like Nolan's father looks more like John Amos when he was on Good Times than anything. That's what I feel like he looks like. Maybe it's just me. And she look Asian. She look Asian black. What's that called? Blasian, if I'm not mistaken, right? They're gonna find a way to make a square fit into a circle. These blacks is gonna find a way to make a square fit into a circle. So allegedly they look alike, y'all. All right, so they gonna force any narrative that they want to, and if you don't agree with it, then of course it's Tadisha here. You're gonna be off code. 11 Alive, an hour ago, it looks like, says new questions in Nolan Wells investigation. Let's see what the questions are, chat.
Another story Americans watching very closely is the death of Nolan Wells. It's been nearly 2 weeks now since the mysterious death.
Wow, it's been nearly 2 whole weeks. I forgot to say, because we just got started, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Of the 18-year-old student. We're learning more about the boat trip that he took with his friends to an island off the coast of Mississippi. They were there.
Child, when they get a white person down here in the ATL, I thought it was always typically black people who were newscasters. Shout out to the ATL.
She was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
There to celebrate the 4th of July. NBC's Aaron Gilchrist is in Mississippi with more.
This morning, we're learning more about the Independence Day boat trip Nolan Wells and his friends took to Mississippi's Horn Island. As part of a records request to the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, NBC News obtained GPS information for the boat. The records show it departed from a private boat launch at 9:56 a.m., arriving at the island by 11:14 and staying there until 4:30 p.m. In audio of a call around that time to a private towing company obtained from the same records request, the caller explains a mechanical issue with the boat.
We're sinking. Can y'all please come?
The towing company dispatched reaching out to a local captain for help.
It sounds like a bunch of kids on board on Horn Island, and he's saying the boat is sinking. He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Records then show the boat being towed slowly from about 4:31 until 5:25 before getting back to normal speed. The boat then returned to its original location at 5:44 without Nolan Wells. Melissa Miller was at Horn Island.
Now, again, I think we asked this question. Where are the cameras? Ain't no cameras nowhere. There was no cameras when they docked. I think that maybe they said it was private. So there ain't no cameras now all of a sudden, so no one could see and see if Nolan was on or if he wasn't on. And are they really trying to say that all those people that were out there, because it looks like a beach day to me, right? You just go to an island, but it's really a beach day, which makes sense. It's 4th of July, right? If I was home, I'd have went to the beach. But so all those people are all under lock and key and in lockstep to say, we don't know what happened. So all those people out there are in lockstep saying, we don't know what happened. All of them. They just got it going on. The white people just got it going on down there on Horn Island in Mississippi. And they got it going on down there in Frisco, Texas. They just, child, what the colors need to be doing is getting a 411 on how they get everybody to shut the fuck up. Because allegedly, that's what it sounds like people are really saying without saying it, but they saying it. Allegedly. Shout out to allegedly. Let's use our allegedlys today. All right. Come on, girl.
Island on the 4th, she says there were hundreds of boaters there for the holiday.
Hundreds of boaters there, and all of them are lockstep in shutting the fuck up. Amazing. Child, the 92% still can't do it. I need the tea. I need to know what the hell it is they're using, what they drinking, what they eating, the hypnosis or something to get all these people to shut the fuck up. It's 4th of July. You know there's a lot of people out there. Now, colors, I know y'all don't know nothing about islands. I'm not talking about Jamaica. I'm talking about islands where people go when they have money, where they spend their time. Like I told you about the vineyard. You know what I'm saying? You know, you go off, you need a ferry, take a boat there, all those types of things. I know y'all don't get it, okay? I can tell by the comments in one of the shade room, shade room one of them. We get to it.
It's just a big community. Everyone goes out there and, has a good time.
She also says
like people do any other time at any beach.
It's normal to leave cell phones on boats, and that currents at the northwest corner of the island can be treacherous.
Lies. They lying. The current there's nothing wrong with the water. What are they talking about? This is lies. It's the media. The mainstream media is now lying, yeah. To make people think that there's the water changes and that it comes in and it goes out and it's high tide and it's low tide and it's rip currents. They trying to tell black people that those things happen with water. What? With lies. They're doing all this cover up. I'm telling you. Lies. Nolan knew how to swim, so that's a lie.
Melissa Miller was at Horn Island on the 4th. She says there were hundreds of boaters there for the holiday.
It's just a big...
And nobody seen nothing. And ain't nobody seen nothing.
Everyone goes out there and, has a good time.
She also says it's normal to leave cell phones on boats, and that currents at the northwest corner of the island can be treacherous.
Like, you can go out there just innocently, and next thing you know, the water's, like kind of sucking you in, throwing you back out.
Never.
After speaking with one of the friends on the...
Never, because I know that any of you who have ever been on just a beach and never went all the way in, just say you go as far. First of all, you could be on even sand, right? And then all of a sudden you take a step and you dipping down and under the damn water because it falls off just like that. Blacks, I know you don't know stuff like that because you don't like to get into the water, but it can happen just like that. Then if a fucking wave comes over your damn head and knocks you the hell out, not like physically you lights out, but you can get sucked up that quick. Not necessarily to die, but it could come on top of your ass and you be wiped out. I'll put it like that. Real quick. I think it's the barge that ends and you just take a step and you think you walking normally and all of a sudden you underwater, child. And then don't let it take you out anywhere, which is why it's dangerous in those types of situations. And they say there's no lifeguard on duty. That's why they put them signs up there, because they know that your ass can drown. And they say, you're not going to blame us for that shit. You go at your own risk. Swim at your own risk. You see that all damn time. Now, listen, I'm not saying that all black people don't know how to swim, but are we going to lie? Yes, the colors are now lying and talking about all black people know how to swim. Bullshit. Most Black people do not know how to swim. You can kiss my ass and tell those lies that most black people know how to swim to your mom. Y'all know it's true. We know it's true. It's a true thing. So if you know how to doggy paddle, you spades ahead of enough people. But Nolan knew how to swim. And that's great. That's wonderful. That's a step in the right direction. Okay? That's good. Ain't nobody swimming against no damn water that can overtake you in a heartbeat, which is the reason why black people need to know how to swim. But as soon as you say you need to learn how to swim, you know what they say? Women, but my hair. Does that sound crazy? Does that sound about appropriate? What about my hair? I don't want to mess up my hair. I don't want to get my hair wet. Do you know what I got to do in order to get my hair right? So when I would go swimming, black people would say to me, you think you white. Imagine saying to a person who knows how to swim, who enjoys swimming, because I really do, you think you're white because you go swimming. Any black people understand what I'm saying? Am I lying here, or does that sound about familiar? You think you all that because you know how to swim? No, I think I know how to swim because my mother made me learn how to swim. She put me in swimming lessons. Hence the reason that I put all my grandchildren and my children in swim class, because it's important to know how to swim. You can drown in any amount of water. But child, I'm just being racist. I'm probably off code right now. Come on, child.
Boat, Nolan's concerned mother reported him missing to police.
Please report her 8-year-old son, Nolan Wells, missing last seen at 3 on Horn Island.
His body was found on July 6th. His mother struggling as she plans his funeral, posting on Facebook,
this loss, this grief, this pain, it's different. It's insurmountable.
Now let me ask you blacks something else. Okay, let me just ask you something else. No shade. If Nolan was in the black community, which black women do you think would it be? Let me rephrase it. Would there be a lot of black women checking for him if he didn't have money? Would a lot of black women be checking for Nolan Wells if he didn't have money, and having money by way of his parents? Thank you. Hey, boo. What do y'all think, Bueller? What do y'all think? Are we going to be honest or are we going to lie? No shade against him. Rest in peace to this child. He clearly was doing a lot of good things. His parents were doing well down in racist-ass Mississippi. She was a doctor, if I'm not mistaken. Nurse practitioner is a doctor, isn't it? But I'm thinking, because what's typical is that they wouldn't have gave him a second look. Because I saw somewhere, and I don't know if I kept the video, where it showed a couple of pictures where he was with a white girl for prom or something like that on 2 different occasions. And all the women were like, oh, hold up. They was Well, child, what happened with Bronny? Because, child, whenever Bronny take a white girl to the prom, oh my God, who he think he is? I don't know who he think he is. Well, Brian need to do better. Where's that at in the code, Tadisha, child? Because I be confused. Because when you're deceased, sassy straights, the black ones, it's the only time that allegedly they care about you. Or if you're a criminal. Because I'm pretty sure that I'm right. Because we know what we heard them say when Bronny went to the prom 2 years in a row and went with a white girl. Oh, the trolls are here. Bronny went to the prom with a white girl 2 years in a row. And it may have been the same white girl, and all the black bitches had a fit. Every time one of you sassy straights does anything with someone that's not a black bitch, they have a fit. Say I'm lying. Yep, they're here, y'all. They're here. Yes, I'm telling the truth. They don't like the truth because they know it's true too. Because black women always have a fit when a black man is with someone that's not a black woman. But as soon as you see a black woman with a white man, child, yes, sis, go, sis. Yes, sis, go, sis. Kamala, Kantanji, Venus, Serena, Eve. Now they want to act like that shit's not true. And I know for a fact that if this daggone child was over there with any of the black people, if them women wouldn't have been interested in him. So he's over here with his family, this well-to-do family out here in the Ocean Springs, I think it's called. Isn't that cranberry juice? They're over here in Ocean Springs. And they was living their white life. They didn't seem to have any problem with racism in Mississippi then. Now, all of a sudden, Mississippi is the most racist place in the world, which maybe it is, like, if you name states or whatever. But I believe that the NAACP told us, not me though, to not go to Florida because it's racist there. So here's the question for the trolls. If it's racist in Florida and now it's racist in Mississippi, where should people go that's not racist? Maybe y'all should listen to Ricky and leave the fucking country. That's an option, but y'all don't seem to want to leave. Where? Name me the state. Where? Which one? Which one? Because I'm confused. Because they most certainly... Goodbye. Detroit. It's not racist in Alaska. How many black people is in Alaska? Come on now. Just stop it. Don't come to Alabama? Oh, okay. You said don't come here. Okay. Not as hot in Africa. It's hot here. The air's still looking crazy out here, y'all. We got bad air because of Canada. Don't go to Canada, y'all. They got bad air and they got fires and they just brushing it on down here to us. Trump need to do something about that because, child, I'm over all that. Anyway. I forgot where I was. But I'm done with this. Anyway, moving on. Let me see. Let's look at Mama's Instagram, because this is where she has a new video that she put out. So she put out this video to let everybody know that funeral's coming up. No, I think it's Monday. And you can go to the funeral by way of, I'm sure it'll be live streamed or something, but you can't go to Repass, just FYI, all right? So you know that we already watched the video where Ringo researched and pointed out that this woman is of Asian descent. So for the trolls, since the blacks are supposed to be boycotting Asians, help me understand how this works here. This is okay to do, even though she's Asian, Philippines, if I'm not mistaken, and so is Nolan. And this is not about Nolan. We're just discussing what's going on, because I be trying to understand, since y'all always try to tell other black people what to do, and y'all said to boycott Asian businesses and Asians, right? Because all they do is take advantage. Well, child, over here, it looks like they're getting a good vantage. They're almost to their goal of $750,000. Child, they almost to the goal. Shout out to them. And so, but this Asian is okay. So where's that at in the code? It just depends on what Asian y'all deem okay to support. Is that what it is? I'd be so confused, because y'all just be pulling shit out of your ass, and then you think everybody else is supposed to know and understand, which is why I don't listen to y'all. Don't worry about it, because y'all just got these nails done yesterday. And these toes, which this color is amazing. Shout out to Reaper. Anyway, let's see what she got going on. So this was before he died. Happy Monday, Boo Bears. I think. Yeah. So it's June 29th. So happy Monday, Boo Bears. Join me for my 5 to 9 after my 8 to 5, child. So she's a nurse practitioner. Isn't that like one step before a doctor?
I am going to close my last 2 charts when I get to work in the morning, because I just want to get in my bed. I am going to stop by Rouse's because I have to go get the cherry plums or something like that, because I ate my husband's. And then I want to get a bag of tilapia. I just want some kind of fish and I don't want salmon. So tilapia and shrimp is what I'll be cooking tonight. So come with me for my 5 to 9.
You're grocery shopping?
It felt so good to make it home. I cooked up dinner real quick and then started my nighttime skincare. Absolutely love this time, because this just means I am that much closer to getting into bed. Currently loving my nighttime skin regimen. Of course, had to do a little reading, and that's it. Good night.
Clinic is over. I am off.
All right, Boo Bears. This is where we started. So almost a doctor, but not quite. All right, cool. Shout out to her. So I don't know what this is. So this is a picture of them. We were provided with incorrect information regarding what he was wearing. I was sent this picture. As you can see, he was in blue swim trunks, not black, yesterday. All right. So that was July the 5th. There's probably was when they was looking for him. And then this came up where she says, please continue to look through your photos and videos, specifically starting around 4:30. We have received pictures around that time showing him walking on the beach. I thought they stopped seeing him at 3 o'clock. That's what I thought. See, this stuff gets confusing. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. I thought the last time they saw him was 3 o'clock and then the boat left at 4:30. But she says, we have received pictures around that time showing him walking on the beach. So around 4:30. Again, please only private message me if you have information. So if they were leaving at 4:30, based off of what we just, if they left at 4:30, I think it was 4:31, 4:34, and they saw him with pictures she just said walking around at about 4:30, then he must not have been on the boat, allegedly, right? I'm just saying. If she said that there's pictures showing that he was someplace around 4:30, people have pictures, and then the boat left at 4:30, then it looks like that he probably wasn't on it. Because I'm like, where are the pictures? Where's the eye in the sky? Where are the like all these cameras that be all over the place? So once the boat pulled up, there should be something going off that says who was on the boat. Show us. Let us know. So at 3 o'clock, 4:30, with a beach full of hundreds of people, somebody deleted Nolan, allegedly. And all those people are under lock and key and not talking. So they're all quiet. Even the black ones, even the mixed ones, they all took an oath. Kind of like when Jeff Metcalf brought everybody over for the cookout and said, this is what we're going to do. And they all followed it to a T. Child, white people are amazing, child. Who knew that they had this much power now? Lest we not forget that we heard when they pulled the body up and they looked at it, they said there was nothing out of order, meaning there were no bruises, there was no scars, there was nothing that looked like his body was in distress. I did a video on that too. Because, people seem to forget. There was nothing wrong with his body when they pulled him through. But allegedly he was beat up. So all this stuff, all these different things, whatever anybody wants to happen to go with. But the confirmed thing was when he was pulled from the water, there was no signs of anything wrong with his body. They'll forget all that, of course. That's okay. I still got it on video. Anyway, he's taller than his dad. All right. I see you. She said, this is our Nolan Wells, also known as No-No, one of the sweetest and kindest souls you could ever meet. He went missing on Horn Island on July the 4th. I'm looking for any pics or videos that was taken on the northwest tip of Horn. Please help us find our sunshine. All right. So this was July the 5th. This was before he was found. So she's still looking for him on her IG.
This is amazing.
So this was the start of the GoFundMe on July the 7th. This is the one and only GoFundMe created for Nolan. I know times are hard, but we appreciate anything that is donated. Thank you all much for the support. So this is typically how it goes. This is what I'm talking about with the wash, rinse, and repeat. So this was July the 7th. Today is the 17th. So 10 days, they've amassed almost $750,000. Congratulations. Here's the link. She left the link for y'all for the GoFundMe. All right, in case y'all wanted to give. Don't worry about it. You want me to drop it for you? I'll drop it for you. Let me know. So then this was someone she wanted to make sure that you knew was fake. Now, who thought that this was really them? Look at this typical dirty ass carpet with this spunky ass, cheap ass TV stand. No, child, let me stop. Anyway, it says, this photo below is not from me or my family. I want to reiterate that the one and only official GoFundMe for our family was created by Aliyah Dennis. We do not endorse or support any other method of collecting donations. If you would like to show your support, please use the GoFundMe on Aliyah Dennis's and my page only. For everyone's protection, please do not trust or contribute through any other fundraising methods unless they have been shared directly by me. Okay? Now, don't give out no money unless you go to her or Aliyah. Okay? Understand, her and Aliyah don't live like this. This is not their shit. So don't give the money to the wrong place. Give the money to the right place. They want to make sure that y'all know that you give the money to the right place. I give y'all the right place. Just let me know if you want me to give it to you. Okay? because this is important stuff. This is important stuff. Don't say I don't give you all the information. Oh, so that's her mom. Now this is a person that she looks like, because honestly I thought it was her. Real quick. So it says, 2 pieces of my heart gone. Hug grandma tight for me and tell her I love her. Just know, baby boy, we love you so much. I love and miss you both so much. Because she has mentioned that her mom had died, I think, like last year. And so, you know, these wings with the 2 parents. And so she put that up. That's cute. Rest in peace to both of them. But see, when you're looking at this does look just like her. Asian descent, y'all. So for all the people that are upset and that are all mad and then think that you got a problem because I'm just discussing all of it, y'all only want to discuss what you want to discuss. I'm trying to understand what's up with the Asian boycott and the Asian mom in this case. I'd be flummoxed. I'd be flummoxed. And I'm trying to get some understanding. But y'all don't like to do no understanding. You just don't like when people believe things the way you believe things. Hive mind. I don't do that. We don't do that over here. We gonna look at everything, okay? Because ain't nobody leading nobody around here. I think that's a valid question. Because the colored community said no more Asians. Ain't that what y'all said? After Rick Chow, ain't that what y'all said? I see that none of y'all want to talk about the fact that she's Asian from the Philippines, and then he was repping his Asianness. Is Filipino-ness. What is it called? A Filipino? I'm just saying. But y'all conveniently like to ignore shit that you don't want to ignore. See, this is what happens when you just start pulling shit out the sky with no forethought and no thought about future. Then you get your asses in situations like this. And then I say something, then y'all mad because I'm not just going along with the get along. That's why y'all always getting fucking scammed. I'm not saying that this is a scam. All I'm saying is y'all are the ones that said no Asians. No Asians. 3 seconds later, y'all all giving Asians $750,000. And I know it's not all black people, I'm just saying. Shout out to Spaces. I appreciate you just paying my dues as I don't get fined. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. You said she most definitely not. She's Asian. Bringo already uncovered that. I mean, you could see that she was something when you just look at her, but she's Asian. She's from the Philippines. He was repping the Philippines. She was repping the Philippines. She's on the Filipino site, whatever it was called, for her nurse practitioner stuff. I'm gonna call her a doctor for her doctor stuff. And him and her look exactly alike, if you ask me. Hopefully the picture will come up. Him and her look alike, and we suspect allegedly that this is not his father, that this man is not his, let me say, biological father. Clearly he raised him probably, but I personally allegedly don't think it's his biological father. But there's white people involved. There's a black person deceased. The only thing that the pros and everyone else wants to say is it's racist. With no questions asked. Imagine that. Shout out to Ms. AB. Good afternoon to you. TGIF to all of y'all. She said, good afternoon, bestie. Happy Friday to everyone. Yes, happy Friday. Yeah, we just sussing through. We gonna see what's what, all right? Let's see what's next. To those who are wondering, yes, I am Nolan Wells' mother. Yes, this is my page that I don't post on consistently. GoFundMe, links in the bio. All right, y'all interested? I keep asking y'all. GoFundMe link is in my bio. It's the one and only account we have. And please be kind as we continue to grieve. All right. All right. So the funeral is on Monday, Center Point Church. I'm pretty sure it's going to be streamed. Starts at 9 a.m. and the funeral is actually at 11. All right. Repast will be private. She says passes will be given to attendees of the repast. So certain people can get in. Most of y'all ain't going to be able to get in. All right. You can't even get Chris Brown to help you get in. For those who want to wear color, this is the blue you can wear. So if you choose to start wearing blue on the day of the funeral, make sure you wear this color blue. You hear me? Same color as Ms. AB's chat there. All right. So now she's going to address everyone, which is what everyone is now talking about. This was done yesterday. It says, thank you all so much for your love and support. The loss is so fresh and still we haven't been able to grieve. This loss hit so differently than anything I've ever experienced. My heart will never be whole again. My sweet Nolan, your light will continue to shine. And I'm grateful to the Lord for the time we had forever in our hearts with a blue heart. All right, Boo Bears, get it together.
Hey, Boo Bears. I know you probably did not expect to see me, but I had to come on because I wanted to acknowledge all of your love, your support, your kindness that you guys have been showing me. I wanted to, answer each and every one of you, and I probably will at some point. I will at some point, but right now it's just, everything is so heavy. Everything is so heavy. Just been going through the motions. I'm a healthcare provider, so I talk about grief a lot. Now to be on the other side of this is, it's a lot. So I lost my mom a few years ago, and that was hard. This loss, this grief, this pain, it's different. It's insurmountable. And then it's like you get these flood of emotions all at different times, and grief is so multi-layered. 1 second I might be okay and I can talk about things and I can listen to his stories, and then the next minute I am falling apart and I feel like I can't breathe, and I feel like there is an elephant just sitting on my chest. But I know this is the process. I have a wonderful support system. I have my faith in God, which I've been leaning heavy into. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I see you. I love you. I'm thankful for all of you. And I'm so sorry that I hadn't been able to reply. I don't know exactly when again I'll post. For some reason, it does help. And I know if Nolan was here, he'd be like, Mom, just keep talking to the people, keep telling my story, keep telling your story. So that is going to be my plan. Again, thank you all so much. I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
So I'm pretty sure, obviously, she's suffering. That's not a question as far as I'm concerned. I can't even imagine losing a kid, okay? I don't know what's going on in the back. Somebody back there, and you know that she's recording, but the back, as far as her back scene is concerned, they doing good over there. Because, we've seen some backs of people's backgrounds, okay? And they don't look half as good at this as this right here. So shout out to her. I want to hear from the sisterhood, though. Because, child, any other time, y'all be having a fit if a black man has a non-black woman. Oh, yeah, y'all just going ahead and considering her black, right? Even though we just saw the Filipino mom, even though we saw her as taking her Filipino heritage as the nurse, the doctor, child, the doctor. Y'all be having a fit. Am I lying? Sassies, am I lying? Would they typically any other time be saying, yes, your preference, that's your preference? Interesting how that works. Oh, my bad. There's a deceased black man. So now all of a sudden, all that foolishness goes out the window. However, I'm going to remember this. The next time they on some damn panel saying some bullshit about how black men don't care about black women and go rest in your preference and all that other dumb shit that they be saying. Now all of a sudden is we got to come together. We have to support. And you are talking white supremacists talking. Me? Child, me? What? I'm just reporting what the hell it is that's going on. What are we talking about? So y'all trying to tell me that they don't be having an issue if any of you sassy straight showed up with a woman like this? So y'all really gonna sit here and try to lie and say that's not the case? But now all of a sudden they going full force. We support, we gotta help. You don't know, we gotta do, we have to find out, which is fine. I don't have an issue with it. But I just wanna make sure I'm pointing out the hypocrisy of y'all. Not some of y'all, but you know what I'm saying. You're fucking hypocrites, okay? Again, remember the women who going on over to Thailand or wherever the hell they were in Asia, trying to follow black men to see what they was doing. Are y'all okay? Do y'all remember that? Are y'all okay? Black men get over here with their preference and then they act like they don't want to talk to nobody. Oh, but y'all over here, y'all good for this? Oh, y'all good for this?
It's for the tip.
Okay. No sense whatsoever. But those are the people that y'all be listening to. These are the ones that be leading enough of the blacks, and y'all follow through with them, and you do whatever they say, and then all of a sudden they turn on you in a heartbeat. They will turn on you in a heartbeat. If it don't fit this code, then all of a sudden, you're out of here. We don't like you no more. How dare you? Well, wait a damn minute. Y'all was just complaining about black men with their preference of not a black woman. Then you see the pictures, which I don't know if I kept it, but there are definitely 2 pictures that looks like Nolan going to some prom or something with a non-black woman, which makes sense with Bronny James. Bronny James don't be in the hood, okay? So he's on date who is around him. So all this talk about people talking about you can't hang out with white people. Y'all sound dumb. You can't be alone with white people. It's not safe, child. If you say that, it's not safe to be around you because you ain't got no damn common sense. Now the excuse is mixed, child. Carmelo Anthony, rest in peace to that baby. He out there with a girlfriend that's mixed too. But if he was alive and he showed up, then all y'all would be saying, he over there with his preference. He over there in his preference. Y'all do say it. Save the lies for your mom. That's exactly what you do. You're hypocrites. So maybe if y'all just started judging people by who the fuck they are instead of where they are, instead of their fucking race, like Martin Luther King told y'all to, then maybe there wouldn't be an issue. Dr. Umar going and saying the same damn thing. He's saying the same damn thing. Waiting around for that damn school all these years later. You got faith in some dumb shit. It don't make no sense while saying dumb shit. Anyway, where are we going now? Hold on. Let's go here. This is News Nation. Is this Chris Cuomo? No, I don't think it is. This is News Nation. How no one saw Nolan Wells is pretty shocking. Well, child, because all the white people got together on the island. They all got together and said, shh, shh. All right. So Jesse Weber, whoever the hell that is.
Well, his keys and phone were there to actually tell investigators. Do they answer any of the big questions in the case? For that, I turn to Cheryl McCollum, active crime scene investigator in Metro Atlanta, who's worked on high-profile cases from Tupac Shakur to the Zodiac Killer. She's also the author of Swans Don't Swim and a Sewer. Great to see you, Zoe Cheryl. So, what answers? Does this dispatch audio? Does this this GPS data? What answers do you have now that you didn't?
You know, you can hear the voice. He doesn't sound panicked. He doesn't sound out of control. He sounds very calculated. There's a problem. You're trying to handle it. The other thing we now have is GPS. Tracking that vote is critical because these boys already made a statement. They already talked to family. They already talked to law enforcement. If their story does not match completely with what that vote did, then they're going to have a problem.
Well, just from what I can see, it seems consistent in the idea that the boat was having problems. What is interesting is the dispatcher says, is everyone on board and in good health otherwise? And the caller says, yeah, everyone on board. First of all, everybody's on board. Nolan wasn't on board, right? And he's not fully answering the question.
Well,
unless I'm looking at it wrong. Unless I'm completely off.
Well, he's probably answering what he knows is accurate at that time. If Nolan stayed behind, then everybody is on board. Because he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I'm sorry, Meek. I'll read that in a second. When they were like, oh, is everybody safe on board? And they were like, yeah. And now all the people in the comments of the blogs is like, oh, look, they lied. I'm like, child, where's the camera to show who got off the boat or who was on the boat? Because if they're thinking about themselves, then they're all safe because the boat was allegedly filling with water, of which we know because we watched that or listened to that the other day. Them people in the fucking comments are like, oh, they just making stuff up now. I'm like, wait, what? They like, oh, now all of a sudden the boat had a problem. I'm like, oh my God, y'all don't look into shit. Y'all don't be looking into shit. That is the problem. That's why they left, because the boat was having issues. Now all of a sudden it's a made up story according to the blacks. Shit been out there for what, 3 days? I think we talked about 3 or 4 days ago. Now all of a sudden they making it up to lie. Child, you cannot reason with the unreasonable, okay? You cannot work with people who are delusional and don't understand, cannot comprehend, and will not listen to reason. You just can't. You just can't. And with most black people, unfortunately, that's the way that it is. Y'all can say whatever the hell it is that you want, but I don't understand how y'all don't know. Since you're so engaged with this story, you only want to hear what you want to hear. No one can reason with delusional people. You're either going to listen to everything or you should listen to nothing. But listen to people like Caricature and Ben Crump. And that's the story you'll get, whatever it is that they want to tell you, which is what they want. Ciao. Anyway, shout out to Meek. I appreciate you. She said, I'm not black, but Moana U.S. black, never mind. White supremacy. Girl, I don't even know what all them abbreviations are. I'm sorry. I know Moana, U.S. black, never white supremacy talking points. Thank you, hon. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm trying, Lord. I'm trying. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Well, unless I'm looking at it wrong. I mean, unless I'm completely off.
Well, he's probably answering what he knows is accurate at that time. If Nolan stayed behind, then everybody is on board because he wasn't supposed to be. Yeah. So she asked a very unusual question when she says, is everybody in good health otherwise? I think that's unusual, but again, they are sinking. So she's making sure, hey, is everybody on board? Is nobody jumping off? Like, if you're really sinking, are you going ahead and, getting in the water? But he says, no, everybody's on board.
Do we have a more accurate window of Nolan's movements? I mean, let's think about it, right? So the investigator said that he was last seen at around 3 p.m. I haven't seen other...
His mom just said on her Facebook page or her Instagram page that the last picture that she saw of him was around 4:30. Guess you would have to go to her Facebook page or her Instagram page to see that. We just read it. We just read it. I said, I'm not black. They say, but Mona, who is an Asian, is black. I said, but never mind. That's a white supremacist talking point. Right? Exactly. All right. I get it. I'm sorry, girl. Yes, I hear you. Wild, isn't it? Just pick whatever they want at the time. Pulling shit out of the air. Whatever fits the narrative. Okay? I don't give a fuck, okay? Promise you. I see, that's the difference between me and most of y'all, specifically the black people. I don't give a fuck who likes me because I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here to be liked. I don't care about strangers. I don't care about anybody that don't like me. I don't care. I don't care about you here. I don't care about you out here. I'm not in the world to be liked because y'all always say, Donald Trump don't like you. I don't give a fuck. That nigga don't know me and I don't know him. It's not about like you jackasses. It's about what the fuck you do, what you can produce, and what the fuck you can prove. That's it. You're either going to be fair or you're going to be biased because you're a biased motherfucker. I don't care if you white or black. If you're an unfair, lying ass, scamming ass person, then that's who the fuck you are, regardless of whether you like me or not. It doesn't matter. Your minds be focused on the wrong damn thing. You won't even listen to comprehend. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm saying what it is. We just read the mother's Instagram. She said the last time he was seen based off of pictures that she received was 4:30. They're still saying 3 o'clock was the last time that they saw him based off what the news information has. And this is why you need to look at all sources, jackass, because one person is leaning towards them, another person is leaning towards them, and you're never going to get an accurate story unless you listen to everyone. But I know motherfuckers like you won't listen to Fox or anything that's allegedly racist, any white people, nothing else. That's why y'all get shit fucked the fuck up and you stay in the same places and nothing ever changes. I don't care who doesn't like me. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to get to what the fuck is going on. Because at the end of the day, ain't nothing official out. If we ain't gonna now all of a sudden believe what Nolan's mom said, y'all are full of shit and you really don't care. You just want to push a fucking racist narrative, of which is being done conveniently around the same time yet again of when this George Floyd shit happened, so they can push you colors right into the fucking Democrat, liberal, progressive shit. They are using this situation. They don't care about these people. How about that? That's what you should be concerned with. None of these motherfuckers care about this family or that child. They just want to say, see, racist, because that's all you motherfuckers have. Hold no fucking accountability for what anybody else does to black people on a daily fucking basis, but now everybody's supposed to roll out and ride at dawn because there's a case where maybe allegedly, because nothing has been proven, no proof of nothing at this time, that maybe some white boys maybe did something to a black man. There's absolutely no proof of anything. Nothing. But y'all want to ride with that because you so badly need a win for some reason because you need somebody to like y'all. I promise you I could give a shit. Now just fucking hit the like button or the dislike button or go to hell, child. I don't care. Scroll the fuck up. We got to get back to it. Shout out to Uncle Rick. I think I saw him come in here. Kofa, shout out to you. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Let's finish hearing them with their not accurate information. And this is, what time was this put out? 8 hours ago. So they don't even do their damn due diligence. And this is the fucking news. They don't even do their damn diligence. Child, why are they not combing her fucking Instagram page and the dad and all the rest of them? Lazy ass. And these are reporters that y'all will typically listen to.
Nolan's movements. I mean, let's think about it, right? So the investigator said he was last seen at around 3 p.m. I haven't seen other accounts that would seem to dispute that. There's a dispute about whether he, left to go talk to a girl or came back on board. And then you have this GPS data showing the boat didn't leave Horn Island until about 4:30. This dispatch, is around 4 p.m. What does this tell you?
There were hundreds of people out there. You've seen.
Wait, what was the question? Hold on, I didn't hear the question. This is low. This is low because they're low. This is not me. I got the volume all the way up.
This GPS data showing the boat didn't leave Horn Island until about 4:30. This dispatch, is around 4 p.m. What does this tell you?
There were hundreds of people out there. You've seen the video and the photographs. How somebody did not see him is pretty shocking to me, especially if he left one group.
Yeah. So she kind of saying the same damn thing. How all these people ain't see him at all?
That knows him to go with another group that clearly knows him. I don't understand how he got separated from everybody that he knows. It is early. They are actively still talking to people. They are gathering, photographic.
Yo, you can kind of see that can. Now, I don't drink beer, y'all. Because allegedly they were drinking beer as well. Is that a beer can that y'all can recognize if you can see it? No, I can't make it bigger, child. I don't have that. I don't have that ability. Shout out to Ms. AB. I appreciate you, boo. She said, I love you, Michonne. I love you too, boo. She said, I don't care what you say. Take more of my money to say that. How about that? I just told you how I really feel. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you so much. That's my girl right there. Don't work too hard in the NYC. I appreciate you. Shout out to Tadisha. I appreciate you, boo. She said, trolls, keep y'all LD asses out of this chat room. Listen, all views matter, child. All views matter. It don't matter to me, but if I catch it, I will lay a motherfucker out in a heartbeat. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, and thank you for staying on code for me. It's Michelob, y'all. Okay, allegedly Michelob Ultra. Oh, are these people? Y'all said 21, right? Ain't it 21 to drink? Yay or nay? 21 to drink. I think we talked about this. So no one's talking about this. No one's talking about this. You guys, you see this kid here? Because they're all the same age, right? They drinking. And plenty of people have said that that they were out here drinking. Not them in particular, but that people were out there drinking. And y'all said that this was a beer can. And so now that we have a closer picture of it, you saying it's Michelob? Yeah, Michelob Ultra. Why is no one speaking to that? Why, if there's all these adults out here, that they're out here allowing underage drinking? Underage drinking. And since ADHD mentioned it, so how well do you think you can swim if you might be allegedly under the influence or drunk, allegedly? Listen, y'all, I'm not gonna say I don't drink. I don't drink right now, but if you're out here in the hot ass sun, and I was in Mississippi at this time, and it's hot as fuck. I actually don't know why I sat outside to eat on my last day there, which was actually the 4th of July. So I'm outside. It's hot AF, and then if I did drink that day, I had mimosas, and then you're drinking. Then you're out there tired AF because you've been out there from 11 to 4. Just say the range. Even before you got there, it's 10, 9 o'clock, you're outside, ain't no air conditioning, to 3:30, 3 o'clock, let's just say 3 o'clock, drinking, doing whatever you're doing. You might be playing games, child. I don't know what they do. And then you think that you're going to be great at swimming at the end of all that? Allegedly, not. Maybe not as well as you would have been if you weren't outside all day in the fucking heat, the humidity, because it's very humid there. And then you were drinking, allegedly. Now, I don't know that he was drinking, but typically birds of a feather, okay? Allegedly. Nobody want to talk about the fact that there's a minor drinking on camera? I guess that's not important. All right, y'all. Oh, I thought you were saying that it was Stella Artois. I don't think they should have been drinking at all, honestly, if they were. Well, this one is, it looks like. I'm just saying. Messy, you can drink Michelob. No, I can't. Not me. You shouldn't be that drunk. No, not me. I wouldn't be that drunk. It doesn't matter. I'm not a drinker, so whatever I drink, I'm going to be drunk. It don't take much. It don't take long. All right. I'm just saying, who knows about whether they were eating, whether they ate enough for it not to affect them. All that stuff makes a difference. So if they do come back and they say, now I don't know if they can find this out. Y'all let me know. Can they tell if someone was drinking after all this time too? Because if it took 2 days for them to find him, could they, with whatever they do on autopsy, right? Could they see if someone was drinking? Now, I understand that maybe they could find out if there was DRUGS, which I don't think has been an issue here. But I don't know if you can find out about drinking after a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. All right.
Evidence and video evidence from people that were there. Even if I did not know him, if I'm just taking a video of the whole crowd, I could have captured him. So people that have no connection to him are still turning in evidence to be, looked at and analyzed.
And look, his family says it would be highly unusual that he would separate from a group. I also, while I have you, I got to ask you about the phone.
So let's talk about this again. Okay, toxicology. Okay, yeah. All right. Liquor, beer, and weed, common party favors amongst that age group. And the ocean to that, and there is the culprit. Could be, allegedly, but it makes sense, right? What did they just say? Hold on, let me rewind it. I'm sorry, let me rewind it.
I'm just taking a video of the whole crowd. I could have captured him. So people that have no connection to him are still turning in evidence to be, looked at and analyzed.
And look, his family says it would be highly unusual that he would separate from a group.
Oh yeah, remember the family saying that it's highly unusual that he would leave his friends. And we talked about that, but since there's some hating ass people in here, so y'all trying to tell me when y'all were younger, you never left your friends? Y'all trying to tell me that y'all always stayed together? I can attest that we did not. We covered for each other, but we did not necessarily all stay together. So for them to think that just because, he would never leave, and people are like, yeah, he would never leave. I'm like, do y'all have kids? Are y'all okay? Do y'all have teenagers? Because y'all, if y'all honestly believe that they always do what they tell you they gonna do, you're a fucking fool. Any teenager miss me with this fake bullshit, go whine to your mom. Please stop this. And y'all, if you think back for your damn selves, you know damn well, unless you a goody two shoes, of which I am, but not that much. Anyway, I just playing. But I know damn well that my friends, we covered for one another. I'm at your house. You at my house. You at your house. We gonna go here. We gonna tell them we going here, but then we gonna go here. We gonna tell them we gonna go here, but we gonna go here. We snuck out of the house. Boyfriend car waiting, gone. Now we gonna believe in 2026 that kids are just angels out here. If he said he was gonna be with his friends, and he gonna be with his friends. Yeah. So when they said he stayed back for a girl, it's like, of course he did, allegedly. Is that weird? A young boy, a young man stayed because he wanted to talk to a girl at 18. Wow, that's so strange. Weird shit going on around here. A boy being a boy. Crazy stuff, I tell you. Unheard of stuff around here, y'all. Unheard of. Shout out to Mr. Too Fresh in the building. I appreciate you, boo. He said, Messi, do you know what a riptide is? It pulls you under the water. It doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are. Yes, son. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I was saying. That's what happened to Malcolm Jamal Warner. So that's why I was saying, like, if he was drunk, if he was drinking, let me say he was drinking. I'm not going to say he's drunk. Thank you, Trey, for the chili. If he was drinking, his friends are drinking. Doesn't mean he's drinking, but let's just go ahead and assume allegedly. It's hot. It's all day. You don't know if they've been eating. Yeah, he knows how to swim. That's great. Congratulations. But when you put all that together and then allegedly riptides or the current change, the water change of which it could, because I feel like it's the Gulf of America and what did he tell me? The Gulf of America, and then is it the Atlantic Ocean or some other ocean that kind of come together? It could be anything going on around there. That's what one of the Uber drivers was explaining to me when I was down there. But see, instead of trying to understand and look things up, people just listen to whatever the fuck Ben Crump says, who can't even enunciate. and his word is bond, along with caricature. Child, please. Come on, white people, finish this up.
Group. I also, while I have you, I got to ask you about the phone. Phone's a key piece of evidence in this case. There was a claim that perhaps data was deleted from his phone. He didn't have his phone with him. We know it was announced, according to Ben Crump, who's representing the family, that there's going to be this mutual investigation or examination of the phone, both by the family's private experts and by state investigators. A, is that unusual? And B, what are you hoping to find?
I like it. And let me tell you something. You've got a mama that does not understand what happened to her baby, period. She deserves to have those folks look at it. You've got your expert. I've got mine. Y'all are going to look at this thing at the exact same time. There's not going to be a doubt in my mind. What is it?
Okay, I'll come back to Mima in a second. Don't the Nolan and his mom look exactly alike? It's like she spit him all the way out. That smile, look at that smile. Look at those eyes. They are the exact same person. What do you see between him and his dad? What do y'all see between him and his dad? I don't see any, and it doesn't really matter, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that this might not be his real dad, allegedly, which is why his last name is her maiden name, allegedly. And even though they got married, they didn't change his name to their name, which is weird since they got married. That would be the first thing that I would do. I don't know about y'all. Y'all told me yesterday, but it'd be the first thing I would do. Oh no, we all not having different last names around here. We're going to go ahead and get this taken care of. But he is her spitting image. Spit right out. This is the picture that I saw where I was like, oh, no. They definitely go together. So that's why he had his Filipino flag in his bio. But I thought y'all was boycotting Asians. But, I digress.
Distracted from that phone and what it means. I like that part a whole lot. That to me should happen. There should be no secrets. This is not a situation where you say you've got to wait on the autopsy. You got to wait on toxicology. She doesn't want to wait. She wants to know right now because you're telling me something. Well,
unfortunately, you're going to have to wait. Like, what are we talking about? I understand she doesn't want to wait, but what is she going to do? You don't even have an autopsy out yet. And all these damn people talking about they know. You don't know anything. Hell, the Colin Kaepernick or the Tyler Perry autopsy ain't out yet. Y'all still just know. You don't know anything. You want to assume because you want so badly to blame someone for this. So badly that you just make shit up and then go with it and then attack other people that don't go along with your stupidity. That's stupidity and it's fucking dangerous, honestly. And it's inappropriate.
That for her does not make sense. It has to make sense. And Jesse, you know this from your background in the courts. When you have parents that have lost a child, you have got to give them all the information in a way that they can absorb it and understand it 100%. And eventually accept it.
Especially if they don't trust local law enforcement. And look,
correct.
As we reported yesterday, Ben Crump indicated also that the DA told him that after the investigation, this case may be presented to a grand jury for potential criminal charges, whether that's directly related to Nolan's death or something that happened in this investigation. We'll see. We'll be on top of it. Sharon McCollum, thank you so much for taking the time.
Okay, yeah, it was News Nation channel, I guess. All right, so let's see what the Today Show said, which I think is basically what we already heard, but let's hear it from them. So this was from this morning as well. The GPS data shows the boat timeline as Nolan Wells' mom speaks out.
We're learning more about the Independence Day boat trip Nolan Wells and his friends took to Mississippi's Horn Island. As part of a records request to the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, NBC News obtained GPS information for the boat. The records show it departed from a private boat launch at 9:56 a.m., arriving at the island by 11:14 and staying there until 4:30 p.m. An audio of a call around that time to a private towing company obtained from the same records request.
Child, look at all these boats, child. Look at all these people.
Staying there until 4:30 p.m. An audio of a call around that time to a private...
Honestly, it's not a lot of people, but I guess if you space some boats apart, it's a lot of people. It probably went for days. I mean, miles of all the people that were here, especially on 4th of July. And they got boats. Child, if I had a boat, I'd be out there too.
Towing company obtained from the same records request. The caller explains a mechanical issue with the boat.
We're sinking. Can y'all please tell?
The towing company dispatched reaching out to a local captain for help.
It sounds like a bunch of kids on board on Horn Island, and he's saying the boat is sinking. He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Records then show the boat being towed slowly from about 4:31 until 5:25 before getting back to normal speed. The boat then returned to its original location at 5:44 without Nolan Wells. Melissa Miller was at Horn Island on the 4th. She says there were hundreds of boaters there for the holiday.
It's just a big community. Everyone goes out there and...
Yeah, all right, we heard from her already. Anything new? Yeah, we heard her. All right, that's enough. Moving on. Let me see. Is this the governor or the mayor came and said something? Why the Nolan Wells death raises so many questions. This is Chris Cuomo's stations. Yes, News Nation as well. So I think this is the governor or something.
I've yet to see a fact or a piece of evidence that suggests any foul play. But if there is, I feel confident that the sheriff's office, the district attorney.
So this is as loud as it gets too. I just want y'all to know that.
Office, the members at the Department of Public Safety that deal with these crimes, if there had been one, they will find it and they will do what is necessary.
Well, if you don't know anything, why are you talking? Because it's starting to bubble up as important. And that's why we're covering on Cuomo Crime Time. And you can go get the podcast anywhere you get podcasts. It's free. Subscribe. We're taking on these kinds of cases and showing you the inside from the people who are pros in figuring this out as opposed to just peddling conspiracies. So will the family of the dead 18-year-old, Nolan Wells, start getting answers about how exactly this happened? Nolan was the only black kid in his friend group of 5 who went out on the boat that July 4th. Does that matter? Nolan was also the only one who never returned. That obviously matters.
Well, according to what we've heard from the other biracials, because technically Nolan is a biracial as well, there were other people who were biracials that were there. Those are just the ones that took the picture together. But I digress.
His body was found 2 days after he was reported missing near the shoreline off Horn Island. Did he die in the water or did he die on land? That we're going to know. Police initially said they did not suspect foul play, but his family is insisting on a full investigation. Yesterday, the DA met with Nolan's parents. Afterwards, the family said the case will be presented to a grand jury once the investigation is complete. Interesting. They also said Nolan's phone, which he didn't keep with him when he was separated from his friends, will undergo a forensic inspection from both state and the family's chosen experts. The family believes some of Nolan's messages may have been deleted. Why do they believe that? There's also been new audio released of the boys on the boat that afternoon. Does it mean anything? Let's get some answers. Let's bring in former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer.
John, he ain't got no answers, but we gonna listen.
And civil rights attorney Ariva Martin. It's good to have you both. Jennifer, let's start with the nuts and bolts. The audio, does it advance understanding?
Not really, Chris. I guess in a sense, it advances the fact that they were discussing leaking on the boat, that a village had an issue. Really, that was it. There was nothing in it that showed anything nefarious, any fighting or anything along those lines. So in that aspect, yes, it gave more clarity.
When the investigation is done, we will present it to a grand jury. Now, Ariva, that can mean something. It can mean nothing, because you can always go to a grand jury. It kind of gives the accountability over to the jury.
No, I think it's an important development, Chris, in this case. This case, basically, Nolan Wells died, and his death is a mystery to all of us at this point. And when you have a case...
Uh-oh. Do you see what's in his hand? You see what's in his hand? What beer is that? This boy, the white boy, looks like he's got looks like a Texas color type of beer. Isn't Texas like red, white, and blue? And then maybe this is Celsius. Anybody know, is this beer not in Nolan's hand, and what beer this might be in this white boy's hands? Allegedly. Look like they're where? On a boat. Look like they on a boat right here. Can y'all see it? I can't make it bigger. Not a white beer. Goodbye. Seltzer beer? Michelob? Oh, the red, white, and blue one is Michelob. Okay, so what's the one in Austin's hand? Allegedly. White Claw? High Noon? Okay, we got 2 votes for White Claw. Coors looks like it too. It looks like a Celsius to me, but all right, White Claw. Maybe it's a White Claw. All right. Nobody want to question underage drinking, but okay.
Case of this nature, suspicious murder, suspicious death. I shouldn't say murder because we don't know at this point, but suspicious death, I think is appropriate for this case to be submitted to a grand jury. And I believe the independent investigation that's happening with respect to the phone is appropriate, as well as this independent autopsy, which the family has also commissioned as well. Look, you got to look at Mississippi. You have to look at the history of racial terror in Mississippi. The history.
How long did it take her? In 3 minutes. You got to look at the history of racial terror. Of course you do. Of course you do. No terror up to this point. Now all of a sudden it's all this racial terror. Because I just don't understand for all the people that just are like, oh, it's racism. It's like they've lived a wonderful life here and they seem to have been all good in the hood with it. Now all of a sudden it's racial terror. All right.
African-American victims in a state like Mississippi. And I would concur with the family that
child, black people gonna say that no matter what the state is. Okay, it could be thank you, Business Bully is back. Thank you for the gold coin, I appreciate you. It could be child, what state is does what is her name, the white lady that thinks she Indian, that says she Indian, what is her name, the millionaire? It could be her state. It could be her state, and they're gonna sit up here and say, oh, yes, I'll be on the lookout. They're going to say it's racial tension there. California, they're going to say it's it's racial tension in California. Elizabeth Warren, thank you. Yes. What's her state? Is her state like Vermont? Is it Connecticut? Whatever it is, somewhere up there. Given the racial history here, it doesn't matter what the state is, they're going to say that. She in Minnesota? I don't think she in Minnesota. Massachusetts, that's what it is. Massachusetts, along with that crazy ass child, the mayor of that city. I think her name is Wong or something. Shout out to Sheng Tao. Where's Sheng Tao? She quiet. We on the lookout for Sheng Tao, okay?
They should have independent forensic evidence that is presented to a grand jury, because there is no trust that this family has in this law enforcement agency.
So there needs to be independence because of Mississippi. But hold on a second. Do you think that they're going to go and independently look into this? Now listen, this was a story that obviously the Right Wing Angel came out. It's not the same, but you know, when it's these type of stories and these type of deletions, they ain't got shit to say. They don't all converge. They don't all bring out the money. They don't all come and say, give them all this money for a GoFundMe. Give them $700,000. Give them $1 million. Just donate. They ain't got shit to say. It's only when it's Black people, what is wrong with y'all? Do y'all not see that this is an issue? Do y'all not see that it's a problem? They don't. So when what's her name, whoever that person was that's talking about they don't care about you, guess what? These pro-Blacks don't give a fuck about y'all. Child, if you don't get taken on up out of here, or your kids don't get taken on up out of here by a white person, they could give a shit about you. But y'all gonna go toe to toe every single time and burn the shit down, and then act like you doing something for some righteous reason that white people are the problem. What's the problem here? Memphis, shout out to Memphis. I didn't realize it was Memphis. Don't we always be talking about Memphis and all the crime going on there? Crime is down though, y'all. Don't even worry about it. Crime is down. Memphis mom charged with red rum after she SHOT'd and deleted a 20-year-old man she found hiding under her 13-year-old daughter's bed. Now this case, I ain't got no problems and no issues. Allegedly, okay? Cause child, what is a 20-year-old doing under a 13-year-old's bed, Bueller? What? Just sleeping? Just chilling? Needed a place to park his bike? Like what is a 20-year-old doing underneath of a 13-year-old's bed? I believe that 20-year-old wasn't supposed to be up in that house, so I'm pretty sure that she did the right thing. Anybody gonna come help her? Anybody gonna come help her while she was seemingly allegedly protecting her 13-year-old daughter? Where the sisters at? Where are all the feminists that love women and care for women and all doing it for the women, child? It's all about women, child. Where they at? Do they even know about this? And now she's been charged. Whole ass 20-year-old in her house that shouldn't have been there, that she didn't invite. Ain't none of them coming to talk to her. Ain't none of them trying to come down here and help her. Where they at? I'm confused. It says, whoever wrote this down, let me write what Right Wing Angel says. It says a Tennessee mother is facing red rum charges after allegedly SHOTing and deleting a man she discovered hiding under her daughter's bed. Kendra Scott, 36, was arrested following the deadly incident early Thursday in Memphis, Walker Homes neighborhood. Officers responded to the scene around 1:45 a.m. and found a man suffering from a wound to the back of the head. Wow, in the front yard. She was a good shot. Clearly she knew what she was doing. He was pronounced deceased at the scene. According to an affidavit, Scott told investigators she found the man hiding under her 13-year-old daughter's bed and said she did what I had to do. Police later learned that Scott's daughter had allegedly invited the man into the home. Ass whipping deserved. The daughter reportedly told investigators that her mother had previously warned her not to bring a boy into the house and had told her that if she ever caught a boy inside the house, she would put a hole in his ass. Scott was charged with first-degree red rum and employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. She was scheduled to be arraigned on Friday. What are you talking about? What does that mean? She was charged with first-degree red rum and employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. Employing a firearm. What's that mean? Right. Y'all and your fast-ass kids. So down here says her daughter invited him over. Yes, he is 20 and will be 21 this year. If her daughter, her child is 13, I'm pretty sure she lied about her age. But the mother should have called the police instead of letting off a fire. Where's the help for this woman? Where's the help for this black woman? Where's the stars at to help this lady?
Thanks for the tip.
Instead of letting off firing, it was premeditated. She went to the car to get her firearm to come back to delete him. Thank you, Wrong, for the flowers. I appreciate you. I hate that was her first reaction, and I hate she deleted my brother over something her child was trying to sneak and do. Can y'all please refrain from negative comment? Both situations are effed up. How come they not coming to this lady's defense? How come nobody is coming to help this lady? She black. They love black people, right? Even if the kid told that dude to come over there, of which she is wrong, where are they at to help her out? I'm thinking she needs some help. I'm thinking that they need some attention here. 20-year-old should not have been in that house. I don't care what
This is amazing.
I don't care what a 13-year-old said. She need her ass beat. Let's not get it twisted. Big time. Okay? All right. I guess it's not as important because no white people are involved, but y'all worrying about somebody who care about you. You think these pro-blacks care about you? They care about the money they're going to get. I'm not talking about Nolan's family. I'm talking about the grifters that's grifting and that's pushing this narrative. And they're going to go ahead and they're going to get paid, especially Ben Crump. And you know, Al is already involved. And then they're going to push y'all's asses to talk about the racism. And that means that Republicans are racist, so you can't vote for them. So guess who they're going to push for y'all to vote for? The play is the same over and over and over again. Y'all fall for it. Hook, line, sinker. Tech Coach, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. He said, great show. Thank you, hon. Appreciate you for being here. That's a new name. Thank you and welcome. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Ms. AB. She said, call the D9, Black Lives Matter, Crump and Sharpton. They busy, especially Al, because let me go over here to here. So I don't know if you've heard about this Daniel Irving red rum case. I feel like he might have drowned in somebody white knew. I'm really not sure about it because, child, I can't keep up with everything, but I got to figure this out. It says a high-profile civil rights attorney joins Daniel Irving red rum case. I wonder who the fuck that is. How many high-profile civil rights attorneys are there? Let's see what we find out here.
Welcome back. A high-profile civil rights attorney has joined the Daniel Irving case. Irving drowned in late Ray Hubbard in April, just days ago. The police arrested 2 teens, and they've charged one of them with tampering with evidence. But now the family is calling for murder charges. Our Braceda Olguin has a story for us.
Not only are we going to fight to...
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I tell you. Woo! This man got his hand on everything. How can he keep up? How can he keep up? Busy. How come he ain't over there helping that lady that we just was looking at a second ago? Why you not trying to go help her? Oh, my bad. I think a white person is involved here. Let's take a listen. Let me shout out Trey, who gifted a membership. If you got that membership, please make sure you thank Trey. Shout out to Trey. Thank you, hun. I appreciate you. Y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Make sure they remember Daniel Irving's name, but we're going to make them get justice, not partial justice, not half justice, not 3/5 justice.
Prominent civil rights attorney Ben Crump has joined the legal team representing Daniel Irving's family. Irving's family has expressed frustration with how the investigation was handled.
Because if they really cared, if they really wanted to do something, they've had 3 months to bring tampering charges.
Wait, if you the attorney, what they need Ben Crump for? Hold on.
Was handled.
Because if they really cared, if they really wanted to do something.
If Sean DeRidia if Sean Deridia is the Irvin family attorney, what's Crump doing here? What is Crump doing here? They got an attorney. He sound like he can talk too. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand what the hell going on. I'd be so confused. Shout out to Uncle Rick. I appreciate you, boo. He said, wish they gave Obama's chef this much attention when he drowned. I'm just saying. Oh no. Shout out to the business bully for the silver stars. I appreciate you, hun. You trying to bring up the Obamas. Lord have mercy. You know that's not allowed. That goes against the code. Tadisha, you know it's in there. You know it's in there. Wait a minute. Is he Hispanic?
It's for the tip.
Is this man Hispanic? Because I don't think y'all supposed to be messing with Hispanics because they racist. Well, no. Y'all fighting for the Hispanics to stay. Yeah, because y'all are impeding ICE from getting illegals out of here. Enough of them are Hispanic. So, okay, my bad. Because y'all need them to clean. I think somebody from The View said that, something along those lines. All right, my bad. Thank you, Uncle Rick. Shout out to Reaper. Appreciate you, boo. He said the young man drowned, but instead of calling the police, the young men tried to act like they were never there. The young man messed up, but it wasn't red rum. Hit the like button. Oh, I think they're going to make it that now that Ben is here, allegedly. I don't know much about this story, but I'm sure we will have to follow it now because Ben is going to make his way around. Ben, make your way on around to that lady that took out that dude that was under her 13-year-old daughter's bed. I want you to go help her out. Then maybe I'll have some faith in you. Other than that, I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear none of it. Hold on a second. Omni, etc. Thank you so much. He said Crump is there for the bucks. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. We know that. It's the rest of the colors that don't seem to know it. It's wash, rinse, repeat. It is the same crap over and over and over again. And I just don't understand how so many people don't see it. That's the thing about it. Like, this man just jumped off of, I'm honestly surprised that he wasn't on Carmelo's case. I am honestly surprised that he wasn't on that case. I'm honestly surprised. I was fully expecting him to go on down there after the verdict for show. I can't, maybe they said, gone. Maybe they told him, gone. We don't want it. We don't need it. I don't know. Thank you, hon. I appreciate you. Big boy, thank you, honey. Said you can tell it is election season. Black men, be careful. Y'all already know. Now listen, rest in peace to this man, Daniel Irvin, or Mr. Irvin, right? But any tragedy, when it comes to something with Black men and somebody that's non-Black, you know they're going to take advantage and going to be there for you. But were they with you and for you before that? Nope. Nobody gives a fuck about you until you are deceased or until you are a criminal.
They've had 3 months to bring tampering charges. They've had 3 months to look into this case. And we will, Mr. Crump and myself, be conducting an independent investigation. But that's not our jobs. That's the police's job.
3 months ago, on April 13th, the 18-year-old left his house, got in a white car, and never came back. Police say Daniel drowned after he and 2 other teens jumped into Lake Ray Hubbard off the railroad bridge. DPD ruled it an accident, but just days ago, 19-year-old Lucas Roper and a 16-year-old were arrested for tampering with evidence.
Just tampering with evidence charges being placed on these 2 white boys. I feel like my son only received partial justice. But we're here to have murder charges brought against those 2.
A nearby business owner says this fence went up to...
Okay, I see what you're saying, Reaper. Okay.
Just days after the incident. He also says his cameras captured 3 teens walking into these woods, but said only 2 returned.
What took place is a white sedan pulled up. 3 teenagers, young kids, got out of it. They walked around the unfinished fence, trespassed up to the railroad. That's where we lost them, then in all the trees. And then an hour or 2 later, we saw 2 of the 3 come back. They were jogging and running, hopped in their car, and drove off.
According to the affidavit, the 2 suspects threw Daniel's clothes into the trees and got rid of his cell phone. The document also indicates Roper admitted to deleting text messages between him and Daniel from his phone. In Rowlett, Rosario Olguin, CBS News, Texas.
I'm sure they will put that together with Nolan. I'm sure. See? I can hear it now. See what they do? Don't forget, Black people, you are not allowed now to hang out with white people by yourselves. All right, in case you missed that message, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to let y'all know. All right. Here's the his on site is where they were saying in the comments about how they were making it up. But let me let this dude say his part. It says emergency call from boat that left without Nolan Wells reportedly claimed everyone was on board. Look at the way they are framing this. Look at this, what on site says. Emergency call from the boat that left without Nolan Wells reportedly claimed everyone was on board. So everyone had to include Nolan, right? Ciao.
We know more tonight about the boat that brought Nolan Wells and his friends out to Horn Island off the coast of Mississippi this 4th of July, a trip that turned out to be the last that Wells would ever take alive. CBS News has obtained a recording of an emergency call made from the boat when it left the island around 4:30 p.m. without Wells, according to friends. The 23-foot boat had 7 people on board, according to the caller, who said the boat was taking on water and sinking.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come?
GPS records show the boat did make it back to the mainland safely that evening. Wells' body, meanwhile, was found 2 days later. We know more tonight about.
So look at how this here is like framing it, and this is what a lot of Black people listen to, stupid blogs, right? So what is that thing called? Hold on a second.
p.m. without Wells, according to friends. The 23-foot boat had 7 people on board, according to the caller, who said the boat was taking on water and sinking.
Hey. A bilge pump. Hold on a second. I don't know what the hell of it a bilge pump is. A bilge pump is a vital marine device designed to remove excess water that accumulates in the lowest part of a boat's hull, known as the bilge. It prevents flooding from rain, condensation, or minor leaks, and is a critical safety feature to keep a vessel afloat. For a quick breakdown of how essential pumps operate, what goes wrong with them, and how to maintain them, refer to the sections below. Okay? So instead of, looking into it, Black people will just believe a blog. And where they're steering them to think instead of doing some thinking for themselves. One, y'all colors know you don't know shit about boats. Let's stop acting ignorant around here. Enough Black people don't know shit about boats. They don't know anything about ferries and boats that take you to islands and places like this. You definitely don't know nothing about how a boat works. That kid, whichever one it was, clearly knows about boats for him to say it's the bilge pump. I don't have no problem with saying, child, I know about getting to islands on ferries and stuff like that. I don't know what the fuck a bilge pump is, child. I don't even know what's in the fucking toilet, okay? That's not my job to know, okay? But if you just take a moment and look it up, it says it's a vital marine device designed to remove excess water that accumulates in the lowest part of a boat's hull. It's that simple. Does that sound weird? Just because you ignorance don't know and you won't look it up doesn't mean that he doesn't know. Clearly, he knew. And we already have learned, because we look at everything, that they did think that they were sinking, which is why they were leaving, because there was a problem with the boat. So boaters, I shall call them, because I don't know what the real name is, would know. So boaters are going to know. Okay? Y'all would rather know about SpinNet instead of looking up fucking bilge pumps. You would rather waste time on that shit.
Well, my scanning ass fellas, I spending that money fast. 20s, 50s, 100s cash. Boy, going at Goyard bag. Boosting ladies where y'all at. Stuffing that shit in your bag. Just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, going at Goyard bag. Spend that shit, spend that shit. Spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Spend that shit, spend that shit, spend that shit, baby, spend that shit. Woo!
So instead of looking into anything yourself, you will be led by blogs that post shit about all the negative stereotypes about Black people, but then you think that I'm a problem. See, again, I can look shit up, unlike you ignorance, okay? You'll just be led, and then the only thing you know, tunnel vision, I remember from this morning, is it's just racist, and you won't look at anything else. It's just racist, it's just racist. Motherfuckers, you don't even know what the fuck a bilge pump is. It's just racism, it's just racism. You won't even acknowledge the fact that those young men who probably have been on boats and around boats for all of their damn lives know about what the hell a boat does, how it works, where to go. It's not my lane. But my lane is to research and look shit up instead of going by motherfuckers that I know don't know shit. They just are trying to lead shit and lead people. And enough of you ignorants will go ahead and go along with it. And then you're going to do exactly what they want because they're just using this to make sure that you go and vote Democrat, of which Rolly just said, because we listen to that nigga too, that Democrats don't do nothing for Black people. But vote for them, child, because of racism. You see how that works? You see how that all ties together? If racism is your biggest problem, then racism is your biggest problem. That's fine. Artifacts, thank you for the flowers. I appreciate you, hon. But let's read some of the comments. But I said, because I did comment, it says this info about the boat was already out. Now the call is out. Do y'all ever listen or just listen to celebrities? Clearly no research is done. Keep listening to TikTok and blogs. Of course they will. Of course they will. I see we have some more ignorance here. You just assume teen white boys are professional boat mechanics. I didn't say that, you asshole. Like, see, you just hear what you want to hear. I did not say that. I did not say that at all. So you want to think that this is all racism? If racism runs your life, then let it run your fucking life, child. That's not my issue. It's not. The last thing that I'm worried about is fucking racist white people. But if that's how y'all want to live, then y'all can be scared to get in an elevator with a bunch of white people. I do it every day I go to work. So you can be a bitch ass like Ricky Smiley saying some dumb shit. Go on. Go on. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is that's a colored. I'm going to tell you right now. And even if it was a white person, if they were racist, why would I try to reason with ignorance? Why would I reason with ignorance? You cannot reason with the unreasonable. If you want to stay ignorant, then stay ignorant. If you don't want to listen to anything other than what you think it is, then that's what it is. That's all. It doesn't matter anyway. Because none of us going to have anything to say about none of this when the time comes, if it does have a trial or whatever it is that they are looking for in this case. But to try to act like that Black people know all this shit. I mean, these people clearly use boats. They're trying to say it was all white people out there. They clearly use boats. When I go home, all the people that are out here for the most part are mostly white people. Black people don't even know how to fucking swim for the most part. You think they out here on boats? Y'all carry that shit somewhere else. Y'all so damn dumb. Y'all go right ahead. Y'all go right ahead and worry about white people all your life. Listen to TikTok because they said you can't hang out with white people no more. Y'all keep listening to ignorance tell y'all what to do, okay? Next comment says, white people lie so much, now the boat was sinking. Next one says, the caller in the background is so calm for a boat to be sinking. I bet you these bitches ain't never been on a boat before. I bet you they ain't never been on a boat before. Promise you. The next one says, lock them all up. They called the Coast Guard to cover their fake story of what happened. So either they took out Nolan in front of all those people, y'all. We've seen a couple of videos. So either they went and took out Nolan in front of all those people, or they committed a red rum on the boat with Nolan, and then they said, bring on the Coast Guard now that we have deleted someone on this boat. Makes sense to me, right? I'm sure it makes sense to this ignorant, though. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. That makes sense. I committed. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. So I committed a crime, and then I'm going to call the Coast Guard. Or I committed a crime in front of thousands of people. Woo! Lord help your people. Anyway, let me finish this. All the technology that law enforcement came up with, they should have answers. We all know why they didn't get answers faster. Of course, because of racism. Them and their parents belong in jail. Of course they do. In fact, they came back with his phone and not him is all the reason they deserve jail. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. So now they're saying because somebody else had the phone, they should go to jail for that. Next one says they were not expecting this case to blow up. Now the boat was sinking. Okay, Lord, please reveal the truth, the real truth, and not the truth they want us to believe. And if they do reveal the truth and it doesn't say that white people are bad, they're going to have a fit. See what happens? See what happens? But I promise you, they won't be stopping to work for white people. Ricky ain't going to stop working for the white people he worked for. He ain't going to leave the country like he told y'all need to do. And all these other blacks that work for white people ain't gonna stop working there, just like they ain't stop consumerizing, just like they ain't stop going to Target, just like they ain't stop shopping Asian. So I just be a little bit confused why y'all even waste your breath. Oh yeah, it's election season, my bad. It's election season. Let's see what TikTok has to say. All right. Not that I want to. Trust me, I don't. Oh, you know what? No, fuck TikTok. This is where I want to go. Let me go and we're gonna listen to Michi. Shout out to Michi X. Your color should be happy. She's definitely a pro-black. She did this stream last night, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to 102,000, 22 hours ago. It says, Nolan's parents are playing a disrespectful game with the black community. That is her title. Ooh, what is going on? Fair fucking use. Hit the damn like button. Subscribe if you are new. Oh, it's definitely viewer discretion is advised, child, because if y'all think I'm bad, this gonna be worse.
Hard as hell, and the power done went off like 6 times on me and came back on. So if it go off, we just gonna be talking in the dark because the 5G is working fine. Okay, so if the lights go out, we gonna be in the dark, and when they come back on, whatever, okay? Because it is raining hard as hell. Can y'all see that? But y'all like this video for me, share this video. All right, I want to say something that is important that needs to be said. And I'm watching all of this go on the news, everything that everybody keeps talking about, and it's making me angry, y'all. And I want to say why I'm angry. I need y'all to hear me on this, right? Now, first, let me say, before I go in, I want to say that I understand that their child is dead. I mean, no disrespect to their family. But when we're talking about what's going on right now, we're talking about something that affects the black community. And so what I watch Nolan's parents continue to do, especially after this last press conference they have with Crump, it's kind of disrespectful. It's not even kind of.
That would be the press conference we just watched yesterday, where he seems to be manhandling that woman all over. Too much for me. That was weird. And he come the truth. We're gonna get to the truth. In front of in the courthouse while crying about racism, but then he has a white lawyer, 2 white lawyers right there. Child, Tadisha, code. How the hell is everybody white a problem, and then you got 2 white lawyers to help you on this black case about racism from white people?
It's disrespectful. And so what I want to introduce y'all to today is another, I would say, matrix of how this activism shit in the black community works. It's like we're on this never-ending cycle of shit that goes in a merry-go-round. Nothing ever gets resolved. Justice is never truly, keyword here, truly had, and no real change ever comes about. And it is intended to be that way. And I want you to know that the individuals that are perpetuating this cycle are not the people you think they are. Meaning,
it's not the people that lose their relatives. But we know who it is. But let her cook. Shout out to Michi X. Again, fair use. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new.
Yes, there's a lot that the government plays. Yes, there's a lot that white supremacy plays into. But I want you to know it is the black community that plays defense.
What?
To keep this motherfucking merry-go-round going. And while they scream justice, they are absolutely doing the opposite of what they say they want by their actions. And see, that's the matrix of it all. Because you can't look at his mama and not think she don't have the right to feel she feels. Some of y'all watch it and you will miss every, you know, I'm talking about white people and microaggressions. You will miss every little micro cooning playing the game that she throw out there, whether she knows she's doing it or not. That's the crazy part. She may not even be doing this intentionally, but she got Crump next to her. There is a certain way that these things play out. There are people that come into your ear and they're all the fucking same the way that they play out. But regardless, whether she knows this or not, her actions are fucking disrespectful to the black community. And I'm gonna need us to start standing on everybody's neck that don't mean us no good. I don't give a fuck if they are our own people. I don't care what race they is, because this is the type of shit is why we can't ever get anywhere, okay? And I'm explaining exactly to you what I mean if you don't see it. Some of y'all might see it. I got some smart people be in my comment section. If you a day one, you probably done already.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a day one, but I see it. We already synced it.
Repeat the shit. But for those that don't, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Shout out to you, VW55 says, thank you for the $2 holler says, yes, Christina vibes are way off Nolan's mama. That's her name, Christina? Okay.
Christina the Asian. Christina the Asian, and you black people are supposed to be boycotting Asians. Don't forget that. Don't forget that.
Now, I want to also say this too, as I get started talking, I want to also acknowledge and thank you for the gifts for those of y'all that keep putting them in there. Thank you for that. But this is the thing. I want to say this as a woman, because somebody came here last night and wanted to point out, oh, you're a white woman. Well, I'm not a white woman, but that's not completely not true, right? Like, I'm half white. So I want to say this as a woman.
Shout out to more biracials, child. Biracials here, biracials there, biracials everywhere.
That is a biracial woman in the black community, right? Of course, by social construct, I am a black woman. But the truth of the matter is, I'm a biracial. So let me say to all biracials to shut the fuck up when you don't know how to act, okay? And for her to be biracial, part of her problem is that I think that she really thinks in the community she grew up in, because she went to school in that community. One of the kids who was with her son, that mother is a judge, they went to school together. So she's always been brought up in this bougie ass class of, I'm not around the rest of the Negroes. I'm sure to some extent she doesn't understand the black plight at all. She doesn't really suffer from it. It's funny because I find a lot of black people or people like her that are biracial, that when people want to go off and get a better life, or this is how I live, or they think they're so far removed, I call this your Negro wake-up call. Because when you think ain't no racism, you think ain't none of this shit happen, boom, all of a sudden it hit your family like never before. Sometimes the things that you run from, life is gonna make your ass have to come and face them, because you just a fool, and life has watched you be ignorant for too long for the fact that you think this shit ain't really true. So let me hit you with it in a worse way and give you a wake-up call. She didn't think that people were racist in her community. She won't even say now that people are racist in her community.
Uh-oh. She, meaning, what's her name? Cheryl? Mrs. Walmsley, child. Mrs. Walmsley. That's who she talking about. I wasn't even paying attention to what she paying attention to. See how we got to look at a lot of different things to see if we can get to some conclusion. She is Asian. She is part Asian, correct. Meaning Nolan's mama. Yes.
But I want y'all to peep the game. So you go and get Ben Crump. That's who you go get? Who is Crump, y'all? So let's play this game.
Yes. Always getting Ben Crump. Oh, thank you, Kiana. It's Christine. Okay, Christine Walmsley. Thank you, boo. All right.
Let's unpack the matrix of this bullshit. Well, I'm telling you, you're not never finna get nowhere as black people. This is why I got off the merry-go-round. Means you gonna be in the street marching, bitch? No. Means you protesting something, nigga? No.
Protesting?
Means you gonna put some efforts in your funds and your time and your energy into saving some shit, nigga? No. No.
Y'all going out there to protest? Because they did say that they want people to come protest at the funeral, child. I don't know what are they protesting for? Anybody building? What would be the reason for going to protest at the funeral, y'all? Anybody know? Because they expecting protesters. What they protesting? What they protesting? I'd be confused.
And thank you. That's a whole stage lighter with fireworks. I like that gift. All right, that's new around here. Thank you for letting me get that. Oh shit, Mike, drop it out. I like these gifts. I didn't even know we had all these gifts around here. All right, it is a purple head. It's kind of fat like, but I love it. I love it. But for real, y'all, listen to this. So you go get Ben Crump. Who's Ben Crump? Ben Crump is the guy you always go get if you want to play the race card. Yes? Go down this rabbit hole, because I promise you I'm going to take you somewhere. I'm not going to get Ben Crump unless I want him to play the race card. Yes?
Correct. We already said this. We already know that's what it is. That's why he's now over here with the other case, because it's a deceased black man with a white boy or two involved. So to the rescue he goes. So he had to take his hands off of Christine in order to go help them out. Some money might be involved, chat.
Because he's a civil rights attorney. This is what he comes to. He's not a criminal attorney. He's a civil rights attorney. So let's be clear. Your son was in the situation he was in. Of course, he's dead, so he doesn't need a criminal attorney. But you go and get Ben Crump, who is a civil rights attorney and who is a man that continues to show up for cases for black people that have been treated racist and unjust. So you...
And no one ever gets convicted. It's just a check is cut. He moves on to the next case. Allegedly.
Are playing the race card first and foremost by going to get Crump. Because Crump didn't find them. They hired him. They went straight and they said, well, go get Ben Crump. So what I'm going to tell you that I have realized in that is that no matter how protected you thought your community was, how motherfucking you thought it was okay to hang out with these damn people. Oh shit, thank you for the gift. I like to spill the tea too. But no matter how much you thought you was safe, as soon as your son got killed, what's the first thing they said? They said, oh, he was the only black person. Oh, the police aren't investigating because he's black and everybody else is white. His mama and daddy never thought like that until that day. Now, all of a sudden.
Is that not what I've been saying, y'all? Is that not what I have been saying? Mississippi was wonderful. It was a great place to live. She was a doctor. I'm calling her doctor. They had, based off of the views that we've seen of the home, they were living very well, and they wasn't living amongst your colors. I'm telling you that right now. They was not living amongst your colors. But Mississippi is so racist, and yet Nolan was doing so well. The father, I'm assuming, was doing well. The mama was doing well. They was living well. Now, all of a sudden, pull racism out your ass. Blacks fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker. And don't even, now all of a sudden, it don't matter about the Asian aspect of it. I'm going to let that be, see if Michi gets to it.
Remember when you was living in that community, you was being raised with everybody, you was fucking with everybody, you was hanging out at the potlucks, bitch, you go to church with everybody around there. Everybody was not racist and the community was just fine, and everybody else is living in a facade of some shit that doesn't exist. But then as soon as you don't get the answers, now all of a sudden it's some racism. Well, if you thought that beforehand, Christina, that's his mama name, Miss Wales, why the fuck did you let your kid go and hang out with all these white kids if you thought they was racist?
Interesting. Queen, thank you for the jewels. I appreciate you, hun. Why? That's a great question, but why? Why? Oh yeah, it just seemingly allegedly might work out better if you just say it's all racism. Well, they was all good in the hood all this damn time. They just turned racist real quick. Oh, they was just waiting for their time to become racist with a friend where they got all these pictures together. They was on teams together. They was over each other's houses together. They was doing this, they was doing that. This was the day they decided to be racist. Okay, maybe. None of that has been proven. I guess maybe it's an option. We'll see. Shout out to Philip for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Always supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Shout out to all that is here. We got 407 behind all the live streams. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
And if you don't think it's a race issue, what the fuck did you go get Via Crump for? Now y'all follow me down this goddamn rabbit hole because I'm just at the very beginning of it. So you go get Crump.
Viewer discretion.
Crump stands next to you. Crump plays the race card, but he doesn't play the race card. Have y'all peeped that? So he said that we want to make sure this injustice gets resolved. He said that Mississippi has a history of doing all of this bullshit. But then you got the mama that whenever they ask her, does she think this is about race? The bitch refuses a fucking answer.
Ooh! I done told y'all viewer discretion is advised. All right, let's hear that again because I've said the same thing. Not about her refusing to answer, but I've said the same thing. Mississippi was wonderful and it was doing great things. Now all of a sudden it's racist. Well, where the fuck you been living here? You clearly got the means to leave. Nah, we can get all the colors upset. We can get them all riled up and come to the rescue. Then we can get $700,000, allegedly. Because we need help. Come together. White people bad. White people bad. White people bad. Now you got this. Blacks, you're not allowed to hang out with white people. Always going to a stupid ass extreme. Some shit just makes no sense whatsoever. Lauren, I appreciate you, hon. She said enjoying the show. Thank you so much. Hopefully you all are. Appreciate your support.
Crump plays the race card, but he doesn't play the race card. Have y'all peeped that? So he said that we want to make sure.
He says this is where Emmett Till got. He said this is where Emmett Till got killed. The fuck that got to do with this? Nothing. The history of Mississippi. The history of Mississippi, where they've been living all this time, where they've been having wonderful things happen to them. We just watched her in her own damn Instagram, all happy about whatever the hell, her shift or whatever, doing her makeup and her facial care shit, like she was an influencer or something. Now it's racist ass Mississippi. You know how Mississippi is, and like I said, it could be California. You know how racist California is. It could be Massachusetts, Boston anyway, definitely could be racist. But every state has racism in it. So they can just wash, rinse, repeat in every state. It doesn't matter where it happens. You know how Philly is. You know how racist they are in Philly. You know how racist they are in D.C.
This injustice gets resolved. He said that Mississippi has a history of doing all of this bullshit. But then you got the mama that whenever they ask her, does she think this is about race? The bitch refuses a fucking answer. Now you playing the race card, but you won't stand your ass up. You got your attorney playing the race card. You got the whole black community behind you. I won't say whole because I'm not donating a shit. You got all the black community behind you. Motherfuckers is GoFundMe, your GoFundMe. Can we be clear? What are we GoFunding them for? And I'm not against us.
That's a good question. She asked it. What are y'all GoFunding them for, Bueller? What are y'all going? It's the wash, rinse, repeat of it. It is the same play over and over and over again. And the funny part about it, that's not funny. Shout out to everyone that is here. But we typically have mainly men and black men on this channel. where you know damn well any other fucking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, y'all ain't shit. You don't do shit. You ain't about shit. And no one gives a shit about you. And all they do is talk shit about you. Then all of a sudden, you're deceased. Now all of a sudden, everybody allegedly cares. And everybody wants justice. And everyone is concerned. And now it's all white people. But let Serena come out here and start talking about how she about to renew her vows with Ohanian, I think his name is. Yes, sis! Yes, sis! Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Because now if the narrative is now that black people shouldn't hang out with white people, then shouldn't they be calling all the celebrities that they love so much because they love them so much to say you need to leave all your white people, including Don Lemon? Isn't that what should be happening? Because these motherfuckers think they got some sort of hold on. Yeah, not me. Yeah, some of y'all, enough of y'all. Y'all better listen. Y'all better quit them jobs on Monday. Because you know damn well you work for white people. And that's the problem. That's a problem. I know. I'm talking white supremacist talking points because y'all don't like the truth. Because y'all listen to motherfuckers. One, first of all,
amazing.
They ain't got no sense that God gave them. Two, that make no sense when they speak. You listen to a motherfucker that says truth with a F, that's allegedly a lawyer. The only time they fucking come out and have something to say is when it's something to do with a white person. But when all these other black people with all their other issues and the things that they go through, including especially that mama that we just saw a second ago, they ain't nowhere to be found for y'all. They don't give a fuck about y'all. While that motherfucker talking about nobody gives a fuck about me, I don't give a fuck. The people that need to be given a fuck about are people who are actually having issues with everybody, not just white people. But they don't seem to give a damn about y'all in that way. And y'all still will listen to these motherfuckers. And you will still follow them. And you will still do what they say. Because this is supposed to make you, and it will work. I already know. They'll bring in Donald Trump at some point. And then to say racist. And that scares y'all. Just like it scares Ricky. And then y'all will do what they want. Which is vote for a liberal, a progressive, and a Democrat. Because that's all that fucking matters. Now, Ben gonna get paid. Ben gonna get paid, okay? Because they're gonna keep calling him, regardless of his mush mouth, okay? Regardless of how he doesn't even sound like he's half intelligent. But I digress on that. It is a play for the most part. Obviously not with what happened in some of these situations or most of these situations, and rest in peace to these daggone people, but you should have a problem with the fact that they only seem to jump on shit to allegedly help black people only when it's a white person involved. But 2 seconds later, bitches will be on here talking about how dangerous men are, how dangerous black men are, how black men ain't shit, how black men ain't got shit. They don't do shit. They don't do nothing for women. They abandon their kids. They abandon their family and they go to their preference. Say I'm fucking lying. We've watched all of this stupid ass circle happen over and over and over again. And y'all think I give a shit about who likes me? You think I listen to crazy people? I'm not talking about Michi. You think I'm gonna sit up here and listen to crazy ass motherfuckers and y'all ain't doing no thinking? You gonna listen to fucking blogs that are fighting for a fucking degenerate ass song and down in India Irie over fucking a girl that allows Diddy to pee on her? Y'all got that
card. You got the whole black community behind you. I won't say whole because I'm not donating a shit. You got all the black community behind you. Motherfuckers is GoFundMe, your GoFundMe. Can we be clear? What are we GoFunding them for? And I'm not against us supporting our people financially in travesties. But this lady that I already told y'all online in her interview several times, she said, if you don't have the money to give, just pray for us. You don't even have to give to the GoFundMe. They went and hired, keyword here, they hired Crump before they put up the GoFundMe. He didn't do this pro bono. They didn't raise the money from you to go get him. They already had the money and paid for him. They don't even need your money. And you still filling up a GoFundMe for them. Send that shit to ICE Institute. We got a bunch of kids who are still alive, who understand the oppressor in this country. They are being taught every day the ways to do stuff. They are building the next engineers of the next future. Put that motherfucking money in the kids of our future instead of a family that's finna play you because they think their child is the only motherfucker that deserves justice. So you play the race card, but then you don't play the race card. You get up on TV and you refuse to answer the race question when your actions and who you have standing next to you and speaking for you already says you're playing the race card. So on one end, you want us to be like, yo, this racist, but then you want to act like, well, it's not really about race. Bitch, which one is it? Now, see, y'all, this is called playing the race card. See, we get mad when people say that because it's always been used in a way that it's like other people that aren't black or white people say, you're just playing the race card and this ain't really racist. Y'all never really thought about it in the fact that there is a race card. And there are motherfuckers that use that shit like she's using that shit.
There are definitely motherfuckers that use that shit. We see it all the time. It's just enough of the alleged pro-blacks don't want to see it because they want to be down. I'm sure it's in the code book that I clearly don't follow. I'm not on code, I know. Because I have the nerve and the audacity to speak what is actually true. Y'all can act like it's not true, but what she's saying and what I'm saying are actual facts of what exactly has happened. None of this makes sense. Not about Nolan. I'm talking about this stuff with, oh, it's racist, because everything is just racist. Just because. Okay.
Whether she believes people are racist or not, she is going to play that card. She is going to use the black community so that she can get the answer she needs for her son. So at the last press conference, this woman says that they're having a memorial. She gives the information about his homegoing and all of that stuff. She says that in the midst of saying, it's just for family and friends and things like that, she's basically saying, I don't want the public there. And that's your right. I don't know if I want everybody in my child funeral either. So I agree. But then she says, for all of you that will be protesting and you will continue protesting and doing protests, just please remember to be peaceful. Nolan wouldn't wanted anything else but to be peaceful. Mm-hmm. Now that's where she pissed me off. And let me tell you why. I do not expect this woman to stand up in front of everybody and say, go burn some shit down. I expect you to shut the fuck up and not say nothing. Uh-oh. You don't have to encourage violence, but you don't have to come up in this motherfucker and tell people after you done pulled them into your shit, now you're going to tell us how to act. So you're going to play the race card, bitch, but you want us to just do it peaceably and quietly. You have triggered people, bitch. And what I mean by that is, does she not know? And no, she doesn't know this. That there are tons of black people across this nation right the fuck now that are actually involved in your son's case and they want justice for him because they never got justice for theirs. Bitch, what make you think that every motherfucking time you pull on a black person's trigger to get your benefit for your child, that it's not personal to them? And then you come out and tell people, be peaceable. Bitch, maybe I'm in the streets for my son. I'm not in this motherfucker for yours. Because it's been happening since mine, and since it happened to yours, I think maybe I can take this moment to get some more attention to the fact that this shit keep going on. Because bitch, you want justice, but you know how many mamas don't got justice? Don't fucking ask the community to back you while playing off of our oppression, but then tell us to be a good nigga.
Ooh. From an Asian at that. I know y'all are like, oh, she biracial, fine. All these biracials, I can't take it. Shout out to the biracials though. But she's part Asian. Well, I mean, she's part black. She wasn't on them damn Instagrams and all the other videos we've seen talking about no blackness. And here's a good question, y'all. Since she is so proud of her Asian heritage, right? And Nolan was proud of his Asian heritage, which is great. Shout out to the biracials. Where are the Asian people to come and help? Can we ask that question, or that's off code too? Can we ask that question, or are we off code too? Colors, you always fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Every single time. Y'all always gonna come to the rescue and then turn around talking about, we're not gonna do it anymore. How come that's not on the table? Y'all just fall so in line so easily without questioning anything. You are so triggered by white people and somebody saying that something is racist, of which nothing has been proven with this case with regard to Nolan. Not a damn thing has been proven. Y'all around here saying it like somebody has confessed to something. And you always come through for alleged black people, first of all, and then you never require or wait around or see if anybody else ever does anything. Where are the Asians? You know, the Asians that y'all sat up there and said that y'all ain't rocking with and don't participate and don't buy shit because of the Rick Child situation. Again, never thinking about future, just saying shit because you're so fucking emotional. And then you'll be crying 10 minutes later saying that nobody ever does anything for us. Why? Y'all always willing to jump off a fucking cliff? Because I don't even know what you be thinking. I don't think there's any thinking going on because it's just so inside of you just to start because somebody says racist white people. It fucking triggers you. Now that's something that you should get some help with. Somebody says it, y'all just believe it. There you go. Now when someone is, damn, it's like she looking right at me. Shout out to Michi X though. It's like, yeah, I don't believe them, Miss AB. That is a channel that is no different than me. If I don't hear from the news, I don't believe it for something like that. But thank you, hon. I appreciate you. But y'all always want to go do all this. Then you get what is the word? You don't get what I guess it is you're looking for. I don't even know what y'all are looking for. We just want justice. Well, child, justice wheels take a second, child. It's been 2 damn weeks. And if you didn't even get anything yet from the Independent, from Colin Kaepernick and the other one, Tyler Perry, then I don't understand why all of a sudden y'all just going out here with this narrative that you know that it's racism when you don't know a GD thing. You technically don't know anything, but you're wilding out here. Y'all wild and ready to go, ready to ride, child. We riding for ours. We riding for ours.
Thanks for the tip.
Well, how come the eyes that they was representing ain't riding with y'all would be my question. But y'all don't want to hear none of that. Why are y'all not requiring or looking at least and saying, well, child, where the Asians at? They probably still over there talking about y'all said you wasn't going to support us no more because y'all said that we wasn't shit and y'all didn't need us. Now, I know that's not really what it is. It's because y'all don't require anything. You don't require anything. And then we'll turn around and say how everybody does y'all wrong. Well, you don't ever have time because you don't listen to anyone. You don't listen to anyone that makes any sense. You don't listen to anyone that has any common sense. You don't slow down for a second. You don't think shit through. It's just jump off the cliff. And then you end up having egg on your face every single time. What she said is what I heard somebody else said, and I forgot to get the clip of it, is that Ben Crump does the same thing every single time. He come out here, he say it's racism, everybody gets riled up, a check is cut, he moves on. 33 1/3%, he moves on. He moves on. White people are so bad, but y'all was out here cutting for Cam Cam with her white husband. Y'all didn't have a problem. They were propping Dougie. They were propping Dougie up and said that is a man that all men need to emulate. Oh yeah? Try and say that Cam Cam was black. Oh yeah? Where were those Asians at? Wait, what was she, y'all? Was she Asian? What the hell was she? Besides not black, what is Cam Cam? Y'all forget. Indian, Asian, something. Black people ran with all that. Then she didn't win. You called it fucking racism. Well, y'all didn't require the Asians to come for that either. Why do y'all think that there's a problem? Indian, okay. Jamaican and Indian, okay. All right, Indian, my bad. No shade. Why is it that y'all never just shut the fuck up and then just wait and see what somebody else does? Always out there, and then nothing ever fucking changes. And then you want to say it's racism. No, it's you can't keep your eye on the fucking prize. Shout out to that series way back from the day. You can't keep your eye on the prize because you're too busy worrying about other fucking people instead of worrying about your GD self and doing what you need to do for your own fucking self and your own damn family. Because while motherfuckers want to say that nobody likes me, I don't care. Y'all are caring about who likes you. And these will be the same people, not Michi X. These will be the same people that will talk about how nobody does anything for black people. You require nothing. You don't require anything. So what is it? Do you think that people just run around here just giving shit to people? Okay, you might get a slice of pizza. You might get some water. What do you want? Y'all don't even know what you want. What do you want? You cannot change a racist mind. So if you think you're ever going to live in a society where there's non-racist, you're wasting your time. It's never going to happen. So what the fuck do y'all want? Even when you get the opportunities, you fuck them up. Even when you get the opportunities, you fuck them up. And then when you fuck them up, you won't even admit that you fucked them up. You're not telling me that every single time it's because of fucking racism. You can save that for somebody else. So you're telling me that attitude don't matter? Child, we just did a whole show on the image of black fucking women. I know y'all mad about it, but if it wasn't true, we wouldn't have the fucking video. I'm not making this shit up. You put this shit out here. You show the whole world. Then you get mad over shit that you show the world. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like I said, you can't even listen to anything, listen to no for understanding. You just always have to respond because white people bad. That's it. So let me tell you something. The white people are not at the bottom of shit the way black people are. Is that fucking funny, you ignorant bastard? Is it funny that black people, women especially, are at the top of the eviction list? Is that shit funny? Is it funny that black people are predicted to be worth zero by 2053? Is that fucking funny? Since you are so fucking funny and everything's so fucking funny, y'all are fucking sensitive bitches. Either you're a low testosterone male or you're just a sensitive ass bitch, okay? Because you're fucking triggered because you want to always say, but white people do it too. That's what that response is, y'all. But white people do it too. That's all that is. Because y'all are so fucking focused on white people. I don't give a fuck because I already know that white people gonna be fine. So why do I give a fuck about them? I don't. Why would I give a fuck about white people? Y'all care about white people. That's why you would say some shit like this. Y'all are so fucking concerned with them. You have no time to take care of you and actual black people in a real black damn community and what it is that needs to be done in said community in order to push black people forward. Because you're worrying about white people all the fucking time. And then turn around and be like, white people always concerned about us. Guess what? They can afford to be concerned about whatever they want. Does that mean that there are no poor white people? You're ignorant? No, that's not what that means. Please use some common fucking sense. If you ain't got no common fucking sense, scroll the fuck on. Because we don't do that here. Looking through all these damn things to figure out what the hell is going on. I don't care that y'all think that Michi is a race hustler. I don't care about that. What she's saying is absolutely accurate. But black people don't want to question the shit. And me saying, why the fuck aren't y'all saying that the Asians aren't helping? Because they most certainly was proud of their Filipino heritage with their Filipino flag in their bios. Y'all don't care about that. But then you're going to turn around and say, no, nobody do nothing for black people. Y'all don't require anything. Y'all don't require anything. So that's why nothing ever gets done. It's not because of anything except for you don't require anything. You don't even know what you want. You don't even know what to ask for. So I don't know what the fuck it is that you're waiting for. You waiting for someone to give you something? Is that what it is? So in other words, you're talking about the free stuff again?
We like free stuff. Huh? So we came out here to get all this free stuff. Huh? But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Sitting around waiting for free stuff. Who gonna give it to you? Who? Shout out to Tadisha. I appreciate you, boo. She said trolls belong under the bridge. That is where they belong. But they want to come out thinking that this shit that they're saying is going to make some damn difference. This changes absolutely nothing. Point shit out to you. You don't want to listen. Don't listen. I don't care. Because again, they can say racism in any state because racism is everywhere. It's not keeping you from doing shit, but y'all like to think that it is. Enough people, this whole ass family is very successful, has been very successful, and pass it on to their children. Here y'all come. This is what the divestors called wearing a cape. They got that part right. I'm telling you, I know people don't like divestors, but I listen to them. And the part about they caping, they 1000% on point about that. Every single time the play is the same over and over and over again. And then y'all will turn around get on TikTok talking about, we need help. Give us some money. Send us some money. I can't pay the rent. I can't pay for this. Inflation is high. This is that. I can't pay the rent. I'm getting evicted. And then when somebody be like, well, Chad, what the fuck you want me to do about it? All y'all do is ask for shit. So everybody else supposed to ask for to give to you just because you're you? Nah, sis, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. But anyway.
Oh, Nolan would have wanted you to be peaceful. Y'all all say that shit. You know why you say that shit? Because Crump gets you in a room and he tell all his people to say that shit. Because you look more for us to get a check later because they handled this wrong and we had to get our own autopsy and we had to bring all of this stuff in. They weren't even going to investigate right. We're going to be able to sue them for that later. That's why Crump is there. So he can sue them for violating the rights and not giving a proper investigation. Somebody said, Michi, she's traumatized, not in her right mind. I agree with you. But this is the matrix of it all. She is being played in the emotions she has. She doesn't know that she's being disrespectful. Crump knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. He knows it's disrespectful.
Crump over there touching her a little bit more than I would like. But, you know, to each his own. If her husband is okay with it, child, we sat here and we watched that. There's a lot of things that we see that a lot of people aren't looking at. And they're not talking about, especially underage drinking. Nobody seems to want to talk about that. Okay.
But I'm just sick of this. So how do you get off of the matrix? That's why it's the matrix. How do you get off of this? That's what I want to know. How do we get off of this merry-go-round? Because
we don't. Well, y'all don't, because I'm not on it. Y'all not going to get off of it because y'all think that this is the way. And I don't know if she's going to bring it up, but what about the Asians? Where they at? Where they at? Black people want to jump out there for everything. Everything. Wash, rinse, repeat.
we have to sympathize with her and say she doesn't really even know how she's being played. She just wants justice for her son. She's not thinking about everybody else's issue because bitch, you was never in tune with the black community anyway. This is why you won't answer the racist question. Because anybody who's been involved in the black community, living in the black community, ask me online and I got Crump standing next to me and I think some motherfuckers did some racist shit to my son and they covered up it. Do you think race played a part in this? Well, absolutely. I don't know if it played a part in what happened to him, but I definitely know that the system has a history. Why are you not repeating what Crump said to you? Because she's so far in la-la land, her and her husband and Nolan don't even know about all those cases in Mississippi. Because when it wasn't their son, they wasn't hitting no GoFundMes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's exactly what it is. Let me slow this down. Let me hear what she got to say. Let me slow this down. I'm back it up a little bit. Say it, child. Say it, child. Don't. But Michi, I do want you to remember, and I know you know, because she said it earlier, that everything was everything. Everything was everything. We was cool. Everything was good. It's all good. It's all good. We doing good. Everybody doing good. He doing good. We good. Now something happens and all of a sudden it's all of a sudden racism with, again, at this point today, at this time, 5:20 on July 17th, no confirmed proof of anything to really say that that's what it is.
To me, and I think some motherfuckers did some racist shit to my son and they covered up that. Do you think race played a part in this? Well, absolutely. I don't know if it played a part in what happened to him, but I definitely know that the system has a history. Why are you not repeating what Crump said to you? Because she's so far in la-la land, her and her husband and Nolan don't even know about all those cases in Mississippi. Because when it wasn't their son, they wasn't hitting no GoFundMes. They wasn't paying attention to your pain. They didn't know what the fuck was going on out here because that wasn't them. They're not like us. We're not those kind of niggas. Can we have a real conversation?
She said earlier, just FYI, that that it was a storm there and having trouble with her internet. So that looks like what's going on.
So they don't even know all of the racism that happens in Mississippi in the system because they're not really looking at it because all them injustices ain't injustices. It's because y'all out of order and we not that kind of black. We different than y'all.
Yeah. Like literally because Asian, but I digress.
Yes, the woman is traumatized. Yes, she don't know what's going on. Yes, unconsciously, she is being used and being played as a part of this matrix and Crump.
As every single time, this is what happens. Exactly. Every single time. Every single time. Because guess what? When this all blows away, they still gonna have to live in this community that they built themselves up in. The odds are they're not gonna move. The odds are they're not going to move. So they still got to live with these people and around these people. And if y'all think, based off of what we saw, that they was living in some hood or around a bunch of black people, y'all crazy. I ain't saying it was all white, but I promise you it wasn't predominantly black.
definitely help that be done. He is using the people. We are reacting as we do usually to go fill up a GoFundMe, to go protest, to go march, to go scream and demand some justice. While the person who wants the justice riles up black people and all we've been through and says, here goes some more racist shit. But please be a good nigga. We are going to fight hard to get justice. And we just want to know all my answers and what happened to my son. And we just want everybody to be peaceable. What? Why you don't want nobody to burn shit down? You don't have to tell people that. But why are you triggering black people's pain? And this is another thing why we won't get justice. Let's talk about this last little bit of the matrix and the merry-go-round that we stay on.
They are not leaving Mississippi. They doing fine. That's why I think what she's saying makes sense, because she don't want to, meaning, I'm going to just say allegedly, the family don't want to mess up nothing here because they've been doing well there. Why would they want to leave it? They're very successful there. Why would they want to leave it? I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense. And I don't know what 750 is for, just like she said, because everything is allegedly paid for. So, but this wash, rinse, repeat, the part where there's people that take advantage of situations like this, a la Ben Crump, and then nothing ever gets resolved, a check is cut, and his job is done. That's exactly what happens.
So I want you to look at the dad. Why don't the dad ever say shit?
Gentlemen, I think y'all asked this question. I think y'all always ask this question, right? The matriarch always speaks.
We won't get justice. Let's talk about this last little bit of the matrix and the merry-go-round that we stay on. So I want you to look at the dad. Why don't the dad ever say shit? You know how we always say when somebody dies, it's always the mom up there, they all fatherless. So he got a daddy. His father is there. But why is that?
His alleged father, maybe a stepfather, allegedly. We thinking maybe a stepfather, allegedly.
Look at the dad. Why don't the dad ever say shit? You know how we always say when somebody dies, it's always the mom up there, they all fatherless. So he got a daddy. His father is there. But why is that? And blacks will stand up and lose their jobs and livelihood of this cause while she sails off with her frat sisters and brothers. Yes, she's sad, but this shit is different. Where are the Filipinos? Well,
where are the Filipinos? Child, black people are the only people that get out here and do this shit for the most part. Like, who else does this type shit? Somebody just said, where are the Filipinos? Where? You know where they at? They over there minding their business, making their lives, making their money, and selling shit that y'all still know you're buying. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying? Well, not most of y'all. They over there selling spiders, makeup, and weave, and everything else, even though black people are supposed to be boycotting Asians. Child.
That is the other heritage. They're not coming out to fight for her. Absolutely not. They're not coming out to fight for her. Somebody said, where's Nolan? I don't know if it's that or not. But why is this black man standing behind her and he never has anything to say? You know why? Because in order to appease the white people, to get the best check you can, to say, well, even in all they did, she still stayed cooperative. She didn't cause an uproar. She actually made sure people stayed in place. And this woman and her family been through so much. You know why the black man can't talk? Because when men talk, men should not go to Mike and ever say, just be calm. No, what he should do is be a man and step up to the mic, and he should say that as long as there's breath in my body until the day I die, I'm not going to stop until I find out what happened to my son. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to stop until we make sure that the corrupt things that happen here are not going to happen again, right? So when he stands up to the mic, he's going to have to speak in the tone of a man. So instead of making him look like a bitch, they just tell him to shut up in the back, because when a black man speaks, he is threatening to white America. They don't want to watch a white man speak unless he is broken down and he is weak, which he is, because him sitting back there saying nothing and being mute at all of these things and letting the mother talk. What happened to the leadership in the household?
Oh, no. Oh, no. We got to run that back, y'all, because I agree. That is what should happen. That is what should happen. Child, y'all got $750,000 like somebody said they could just move, right? They ain't trying to move. I'm telling you, they ain't trying to move.
She sails off with her frat sisters and brothers. Yes, she's sad, but this shit is different.
Oh, we got to find out if she's in D9. Oh, no. Oh, no. If somebody is in D9, y'all. Woo.
Where are the Filipinos? Well, that is the other heritage. They're not coming out to fight for her. Absolutely not.
The man said he didn't see race. He spoke at first. They told him to shut up. Is that what he said initially, Ms. A? Oh, they definitely told him to shut up. They are not moving. Did he really say that? Is that what you're saying? The deity said that? I missed that. What? He don't see race down there in Mississippi where Emmett Till got deleted? No. Wow. They get a check with Ben Crump there. That's what they get. And a bunch of attention. They definitely get attention. And they get a check. Wow. First time they spoke. I'm going to have to go find it. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going to have to go find it. Wow. Hopefully it ain't scrubbed. Wow. How soon people be forgetting. They're
not coming out to fight for her. Somebody said, where's Nolan? I don't know if it's that or not. But why is this black man standing behind her and he never has anything to say? You know why? Because in order to appease the white people, to get the best check you can, to say, well, even in all they did, she still stayed cooperative. She didn't cause an uproar. She actually made sure people stayed in place. And this woman and her family been through so much. You know why the black man can't talk? Because when men talk, men should not go to Mike and ever say, just be calm. No, what he should do is be a man and step up to the mic, and he should say that as long as there's breath in my body until the day I die, I'm not going to stop until I find out what happened to my son.
That is what I would expect to hear from a man. But you know, there's a lot of low testosterone men around here, and I'm not saying that about Mr. Walmsley. I'm just saying I believe you. Trust me, I believe you. But if what Ms. AB is saying, and that's where he started, they probably did say, you need to be quiet. We're just going to let her talk. You just sit there, child. We're going to let her talk. Because you notice when we was watching them on the morning shows, child, my girl, when we were watching the morning shows, when they were going around, I was like, why does he keep interrupting her, meaning Ben Crump? I don't want to hear from him. I want to hear from them. Nigga, you don't know nothing. You're not them. They know it. Let them talk. We want to hear from them. Y'all remember? He kept interrupting, trying to finish sentences. Like, shut up. It's like he was leading the conversation. We don't want to hear from you. Mushmouth was all over it. I guess that would be why.
What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to stop until we make sure that the corrupt things that happen here are not going to happen again, right? So when he stands up to the mic, he's going to have to speak in the tone of a man. So instead of making him look like a bitch, they just tell him to shut up in the back. Because when a black man speaks, he is threatening to white America. They don't.
All right, hold on a second. Wow. So shout out to Ms. AB. Shout out to Miss AB, child. So here is a post from Jason Black from the Black Authority. It says, to be honest, or the Black Authority, why have you been totally quiet about this Nolan Wells death? Let's just say I looked at both of his parents and I had a hunch, because the black people, like I said, don't be looking into shit. They just be going along with the get along. Child.
Do you think race might be a factor?
Like my wife said, I don't want to believe that, but it's so many things have happened, and so many things have been swept under the rug. Like I said, Nolan didn't see color. He saw people for who they are, and I used to always tell him, son, you need to guard that close, because everyone is not going to reciprocate that same love that you give. I just want transparency. I just want to know what happened to my son.
Christine, why does that make you so emotional?
Because he just had a big heart. Like, to really know Nolan, to have him as your friend it was something special. People aren't like him. He was just different. And
do you worry that he might have trusted too much?
Sometimes, yeah. And that was something we always talked to him about.
You always talk to him about what?
Do you think race might be a factor?
So they put that up there in real bright white. Nolan Wells's father says he does not want to believe that race played a part in teen son's death.
Do you think race might be a factor?
Like my wife said, I don't want to believe that, but it's just.
So does that mean that they're forcing you to believe it, sir?
It's so many things have happened, and so many things have been swept under the rug. Because
name what's been swept under the rug.
So Nolan didn't see color.
Nolan did not see color. He did not see race.
He saw people for who they are.
He saw people for who they are.
And I used to always tell him, son, you need to guard that close because everyone is not going to reciprocate.
And they living in racist ass Mississippi? So they living in racist ass Mississippi, and this is what the daddy was saying? What? Something just don't sound right.
Under the rug. Like I said, Nolan didn't see color. He saw people.
You know, Ben Crump over there. Oh, like that.
For who they are. And I used to always tell him, son, you need to guard that close because everyone is not going to reciprocate that same love that you give. I just want transparency. I just want to know.
Look at Ben over there. It's like, how can I clean this shit up?
What happened to my son?
Christine, why does that make you so emotional?
You see him wave his hand? What are he waving his hand for? Y'all see that? Hold on. First of all, look at Charlie Brown head. Then watch him, y'all. He waving his hand off to the reporter.
Yeah. I just want transparency. I just want to know what happened to my son.
Christine, why does that make you so emotional?
You see that? You see that? What's he waving off? Sir, what are you waving off?
Yeah. I just want transparency. I just want to know what happened to my son.
Christine, why does that make you so emotional?
Because he just had a big heart. Like, to really know Nolan, to have him as your friend it was something special. People aren't like him. He was just different. And
do you worry that he might have trusted too much?
Sometimes, yeah. And that was something we always talked to him about.
Let me go back to the Jason Black. He said, so yeah, you know what? I have been waiting to see him talk about this and he hasn't. Let's just say I looked at both of his parents and I had a hunch. So listen, I like Jason Black, but he pro-black race hustler too. So the comments say, when TBA isn't saying anything, that's all you need to understand. By not teaching your children and kids about racism, it's your fault when something happens to them. Oh, Lord, help your people. I said from the beginning, they sound like they're ready to forgive. Then came Ben Crump. Oh, Lord, that is treason. Absolutely no excuse for this felony. Exactly, TBA. Always wait and observe before moving. Wait, that damn raccoon won't even fight for his son. Oh, they roughing the comments over here, y'all. Listen, when Forrest Crump shows up and the parents aren't talking like this, do I have to keep going? Sad what happened to their son, but let this be a teachable moment. Be careful who you hang with, and please stop hanging with them folks. Pathetic to be black in 2026 and acting like you don't know what the deal is with white supremacy in America. You want to bury your head in the sand so damn bad. You're on your own. Good luck. I heard one of Nolan's friends say the same exact thing as his father did. Yeah, that was the dude that we listened to the other day. I forget what his name is, TJ maybe or something. So since Nolan's family and friends do not believe that his death had anything to do with race, I can now withdraw my support from the Wells family. There was nothing at all suspicious about his death. Nolan simply drowned. Rest in peace, Nolan. Case closed. Lord help your people. They'll turn on you in a minute. Yeah, turn on you in a minute. I don't see anybody talking about Asians this is a week ago. When you don't say something, you're saying something. Look at their attorney. When are we going to realize that saying that hurts your chances of achieving justice? Forgive, forgive is in full effect now. Don't tell me they're talking the forgiveness talk. Is that what y'all heard? They were saying forgive? When TBA isn't saying anything, he's saying something. Ambulance chaser on the case. This is sickening to watch. Anytime Ben Crump is there, forgive and forget follows. Where is the Asian community? Finally. Wow. Shout out to Ms. AB. Wow. I'm just saying wait. That's all I'm saying is to fucking wait. Because there's nothing reliable out here yet. So if something changes, I'm sure TBA Jason Black might change his mind on whether he'll say something or not. But what I'm saying is that all this carrying on over the last 2 weeks has resulted in what? Nothing, because we still don't know anything. But to go around and say that it's something with no proof is wild. It's crazy. But it is what it is. Anyway, let's go back to Michi Child. Lord help your people. How long has it been? Oh, we ain't even at 3 hours. All right. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Don't want to watch a white man speak unless he is broken down and he is weak, which he is, because him sitting back there saying nothing and being mute at all of these things and letting the mother talk. What happened to the leadership in the household? If the man is supposed to be the leader in the patriotic household, which white people gave you, why is it that when this shit happens, they always want the black man, though, that is supposed to be the head of his household to sit down and let the woman do all the talking? Why mama always got to compose herself? She should be over there crying her heart out since she
matriarchy. That's why. We already know that's what that is. But go ahead, Chad.
claims she's so hurt, blowing snot and boogers and tissue while her husband is rubbing her back and showing that he is the strength in his family that is going to stand for what him and his fucking family need. How come daddy got to be quiet? Because he a nigga. And it looks better when you're cooperative. You know, even after everything goes down, Massa will give us a bigger check. And that's actually why Crump is in this, for the check, right? They'll give us a bigger check. So this is why he's pushing this narrative. He's saying if you think combative, it's harder for us to get justice. Why do you have to? That's some white supremacist shit. Why, if a person gets done wrong, your child is dead, why do the people that have to deal with that, why do they have to show themselves as decent acting? Why do they have to be concerned with how they come across?
I don't know, because I don't even know why get involved with, especially so quickly and go down this rabbit hole with absolutely no information. That's how you get shit wrong and you look like a fucking fool in the future. But they're also planning on protesting for some reason. So, you know, we'll see. Maybe I'll take the day off. Oh, no, I'll be home. So we'll probably stream it. Shout out to us. We'll probably just go ahead and stream it. It's going to be streamed.
The victims here, but your son is dead. There is somebody that is very violent, and it's not you. But unless you say anything else, but we were one piece. Have y'all found it weird that most of the people that Crump and everybody that he stand next to, whenever they go to the mic, they all say that all of their loved ones will wanted peace? I don't know. I live in the hood, and I ain't really met too.
Oh, I don't live in the hood. I didn't hear him say that. Maybe he did.
So many niggas that if you do something to them, they want that much peace. They usually want peace if they can't get you back because they a punk. But if I got the means to get you back, bitch, I know you didn't just do what you think you did to me, and you're not gonna get away with it. You mean to tell me all of these people that have passed away, they all have the same sentiment? All these people done died, but they all would want peace. And I'm not saying his mama got to incite violence, but what she could do is just shut the fuck up. But see, that's part of the program. She has to say that. She has to say that.
You see Ben over there waving the reporter off. Yeah, good luck with that, Ben. What's been said has been said and recorded. Shout out to TBA and Ms. AB.
Now watch this. This is the most disrespectful thing to the black community in all of this. We just want answers. We want you to be peaceful. We thank you for the support that you have given us. We thank you for the money you have given us. But what we...
Who the fuck you talking to? Child, who the fuck you talking to? You take your disrespectful on the fuck up out of here. I don't know who the fuck you talking to, but you better calm down because clearly you don't know what's around here. I don't give a fuck who called who. Ben Crump is who the fuck he is. I don't care what you motherfuckers say. He is a fucking grifter. He takes advantage of people's tragedies to make sure that he gets fucking paid and nothing changes, just like Michi says, for the rest of the damn black community. You're being disrespectful. Ain't nobody disrespectful to these people. Not a one person has been disrespectful to these damn people. So you better take that shit on where? Back there and grow the fuck up and go someplace else with your bullshit. We don't play those games around here. You don't like it? Scroll the fuck up.
Want you to do is put all of your effort and energy into me and my child, even though we probably didn't even mix among you motherfuckers. But because we are all the same color now, we're black people, and my son was black and he was around white people, you guys should stick with us. That's not justice. Somebody need to go tell Christina that the reason we're fighting, bitch, is not for your child. It's not. It's not. It's for justice. Because
but we'll see if any justice happens. That's the thing. If it is for justice, we ain't even gotten any place to see who needs to get the justice for what happened. Who's gonna pay for the justice that's needed? I may be saying that backwards. We don't know shit. We don't know shit yet.
This is amazing.
Black people running out here, just like she said, going, doing, talking, complaining, blaming, threatening, all these things, and ain't asked one time about the fucking Asian community, where they at. Always doing it for everybody else, and then we'll turn around talking about don't nobody do nothing for us. What about us? Because y'all fall for the same shit. That is her point. Falling for the same shit. Always running out for everybody else just to be loud and wrong, and don't ever fucking assess the fucking situation ever. Because you love seeing Ben Crump come out here because he's some sort of a savior for y'all. I don't know why. I don't know why. What has he changed? I know he's a civil rights attorney, but he get the fuck out there real fucking quick now, don't he? Just like he's now out there with that other case that we just looked at a second ago. He clearly got time and ain't got no problem with white people, so much so that he got white people on his team, but quickly talking about white people.
you can find out what happened to your son all day long. But if we don't uncover and keep being loud and keep playing the race card that you played in the first place, bitch, you handed us the race card to play. Then when we play it all the way, we got to calm down because you didn't know how deep this race.
Now that is a good question. Why are the boats not in evidence lockup? Why is none of this stuff in evidence lockup? The phone, where the cameras at? How come they ain't requested the records yet? Like nothing, right? And yet it's all this. It's racism. White people did it. Them boys did it. Take them down. Y'all don't know. You don't know anything. And then you got Crump out here. Oh, what a pause. Sorry, Michi. Then you got Crump out here putting out shit that is wrong. Did you hear him come back and apologize with that picture he put out with regard to the swimming pool party? Because I'm like, well, y'all, if this party was at 1 a.m., why the hell was the mama reporting them missing at midnight? That don't make no sense. Did you hear him apologize for that? Nope. Did you hear him say he did something wrong? Nope. Y'all still following that nigga.
This shit go. So we should be quiet. No, we should keep going so that we can expose Stacey Turner so people can understand that real justice, bitch, is not somebody going to jail for your son. Not the card you played. You played the race card. So, now that we're here, when you play the race card, justice doesn't belong to you anymore. Now we're fighting for all of us. So no, if you just find out what happens to your son and some white boys go to fuck to jail, bitch, that's not justice. Not for the card you played. Not for the card that you played. The card you played demands this. We demand things like, how did this even happen? If the coroner covered that shit up and she's tied to other unjust cases, because there are other parents that have had the same coroner dismisses their child, and they wanted the motherfucking truth too, and they didn't get it, and they didn't get real justice. And guess what? Stacey is still a medical examiner for y'all state, and she's still in position. That's why she was able to lie about your son, bitch.
Oh, she's saying that there's somebody in there, Stacey, the medical examiner, that could be under scrutiny. Did y'all know about that? I ain't know about that. See what happens when you go and you look into shit, you find out other shit. We're going to have to see who the hell Stacey is.
Because the last people she played didn't get justice or move her out her spot. The last people in Mississippi that dealt with the same police department you dealing with, they didn't get no justice. They motherfucking evidence got dismissed. They didn't investigate like they should. And they're still in place. And the reason that they still in place to do what they did to your son is because the other people that was fighting never got the real justice that this race card fucking deserves. So see, this is not just about motherfucking Nolan. She thinks this is about.
I ain't think about none of that. Oh, y'all knew about the Stacey lady? I know. Woo, who the hell is Stacey?
Nolan. Bitch, you played the race card. This is not about Nolan anymore. This is about all the black people that are triggered by all the racist shit that happens to them, by all the other cases we've never got justice for, by all the shit we don't get answers to, for all the black people who will be fucked up because all you want is answers. I think it is unfair for anybody in our community to have a travesty because you know how many of our children and our loved ones are murdered in the same manner. Fuck the violence in the black community. Now somebody gonna bring that shit up. We're not talking about that right now. I'm talking about, do you know how many other people have seen injustices due to racism happen to their family? How many people have been unjustly murdered? Fuck the nation just right in Mississippi.
What the hell is going on in Mississippi, y'all? Girl, I don't know who Stacey is. It just came up. She must be the medical examiner or something. But I don't know. Anyway, allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, listen, that's what she think. But anyway.
We got grown black men who were run over by the police.
Damn, is black people getting run over by the police in Mississippi? Is that bad? Well, I am going to say that they didn't seem to care about that. Meaning, Walmsley's. They was down there. They was living their best life, weren't they? Everybody was doing good. I'm just saying. And I agree with you. Reaper. It's not just Mississippi. I agree with you. But this is what she want to focus on. This is where these people came from, because the part about Ben Crump coming and saying that all this racism and everything about Mississippi is still, they were living their best life. They were living their best life amongst probably mostly white people. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say mostly white people. They didn't say, I'm not saying that they didn't care, but based off of what the dad said from what Miss A.B. just showed us, just be nice and kind to people, which I don't disagree with. It, right? She want to bring all this stuff up because that's where she's going to come from. It's like everything and everybody is racist. Fine. I was just in Mississippi. Everything was fine. Do I want to move there? No. Do I believe where I live at there ain't no racism? No. But I'm not checking for it. I'm not going for it. And I don't be out here with a bunch of motherfuckers anyway. Not all white, not all black, okay? Because I don't be out here with nobody because I trust no one, right? Ben Crump is here to bring attention, just like people keep saying, for sure. He also here because this is what he does. This is his grift. This is how he gets money. In my opinion, he takes advantage of people's hard times and situations in order for him to get a come up. It's also, he is a D9er, so it's good for that from a political perspective, whether y'all want to believe it or not. This is also going to always turn into Republicans are bad. Donald Trump is bad. It's his fault. I've already seen it. It's white people's fault. This is what it does. This is how it works, particularly during a political season. And they have not been doing well. They looking half damn crazy. This is their ace in the hole. That's one of the reasons that this blew up too. Because somebody had said that they didn't think that, maybe it wasn't here, maybe it was in a blog, they didn't think that this was going to blow up like this. Well, of course it's going to blow up like this when you get Ben Crump on the case. It works out perfectly. You think that these people are not working in tandem together behind the scenes? Remember when Roland said something about that Fairfax man and he said that the Boule told him to take that fucking post down and he took it down? So we don't believe that all these white people got all this shit going on behind the scenes with them, but we don't believe this shit's not going on behind the scenes with black people, specifically the Boule and the D9ers. They're all connected. Those are the ones that was out there telling telling y'all that Cam was black, and y'all had to vote for her. Because you got to get a black person in there because Trump is racist. So Joe Biden wasn't racist because before it was you had to get Biden in there. He wasn't racist, the creator of the crime bill. Child, please. Y'all hear what you want to hear. That's why you got to take care of you. Okay? You have to take care of yourself and your own damn family. Everybody in the community act like everybody is all good until they not. Then everybody's supposed to come together. When somebody try to give you some fucking information, you don't want to listen. Everything is everything until it's not. Fine. Then let it be everything until it's not. But for a community that is at the bottom of everything, one would think that people, not Michi X, but people will be trying to give the people knowledge so that they can improve themselves and their lives moving forward. But that never seems to happen. They allow y'all to be out here and you put your energy into shit that has to do with white people. You put your energy into shit that has to do with a fucking song about scamming, and put all your energy into that and take down black people like India Ari and allow Luke, what's his name, Campbell, to speak negatively about people, allow Trick Daddy to speak negatively about women, and then we'll come out here and start talking about black women. Oh, but you support that shit for some degenerate ass shit, but never want to do some shit that really and truly will force the community to do something better and have better so they can stop fucking begging people or saying that it's fucking white people and get some shit. Instead of just saying shit, you actually have some shit. But I know that's a white supremacist talking point, right? Fine. Ms. AB, I appreciate you. She said crime is down, as always. You already know. Shout out to Lawrence. Thank you so much, boo. As always, so generous of you. I appreciate your support. Lauren said, also, Auntie, the examiners are at risk too, because keep in mind, they can be paid under the table to taint the autopsy like they did with Floyd fentanyl. They can pay the examiner to look the other way. Ben want the case to go this way by any means necessary. Like what Ben Crump does is just obvious. It's just clear and obvious. He's basically taken over from where Al Sharpton has left off. And when that young black man went to that conference for the National Action Network and said that it's time for y'all to let the younger generation take over, he basically said, that little Negro don't know what he's talking about. They not trying to give this up. There's too much money, but they want y'all to be focused on white people and their monies, particularly Donald Trump and all his money. And trust me, he ain't no good at all. Okay. He over there lining his fucking pockets, but so are all the rest of these daggone politicians, including the ones that you love, including the ones that you think are for y'all. That's why I don't care about who likes me. It's not about who likes me. That's not what it's about. But because they're not trying to teach y'all none of that, y'all continue to listen to these same motherfuckers that's doing the same damn play every single time. And it's taking advantage of a damn tragedy. And what changes? Okay, y'all did get Chauvin in. Y'all did get Chauvin in jail, and I guess all four of them people, from what I understand. I can't even keep up with all these things, right? What else has changed for anybody else that has allegedly stopped all this, taking down black people every single day? Every single day in the streets, black people are being taken out of here. That's the rhetoric that they're putting out there to keep y'all scared. Then you get Ricky Smiley coming up here talking about, it's so scared to get in the elevator with the white people. How did we come this far? And now the narrative is to be scared, specifically black men. That's what we're saying, because the men I know are not scared. The men that I know are not scared. They're going to do what needs to be done, because if you're going to be scared, then what was the point of any of this? What is the point? That's why you got to get your own shit together, because ain't nobody coming to help you. Ain't nobody coming to help you. Jamal Bryant is rich. He ain't coming to help you, but he's certainly like telling y'all what to do. Don't shop at Target. Sell your Target stock. Now, how much does that make to say, sell your Target stock? Sell stock? What you gonna get in advance? He ain't even a stock person. Why the fuck would you listen to that nigga? Especially if you got it low and it was higher. Oh, okay. If he said so, then go ahead and do it, because he care about black people. That's what y'all think. While he out there with his, at the time, that dress that his wife had on, looking naked, and he's supposed to be of a pastor, bishop, whatever the hell he is. You don't like your wife? I like my wife, and she look good. That's what your pastors are saying. You don't like your wife, and you ain't turned on by your wife. Go out there and get another one. Oh, so divorce your wife now because she is not physically aesthetic as yours is. And these are the people that you listen to. I swear, y'all just don't be listening. Y'all will accept anything, and that be half of the problem. That nigga ain't teaching y'all how to get no money now, is he? He ain't teaching y'all, and I'm not talking to all of y'all, but the people that listen to that nigga, he ain't teaching y'all how to have a better financial future. He ain't saying not to, even though you're not allegedly spending your money at Target, you shouldn't be spending your money anywhere, because y'all mad at all these CEOs, remember? You're supposed to buy black. Okay. So if you need an HVAC, where you gonna get it from? as a person who had to just deal with an HVAC situation. An air conditioner, where you gonna get it from? Where the black-owned business at? Okay. White supremacist talking point, I know. None of that of what I just said made any sense. Keep following these people. Continue to waste your life hours following a bunch of millionaires tell you that you can't have shit. You ain't gonna get shit because white people are keeping you from shit. Don't be focused on Jeff Bezos and then have your book on Jeff Bezos' site. Shout out to Taraji P. Henson. While y'all still gonna buy some fucking Amazon. So clearly that's not the way. Black people gonna consumerize, period. $1 trillion, however many $1 trillion per year, but then turn around talking about ain't no money. You're right, there's no money saved, there's no money in pocket. But none of those people are teaching you yet near none of that. And y'all not gonna go look, so nothing's ever gonna change, which is why 2053 worth 0. But anyway, what the hell do I know? All right, y'all, is this mostly over? No, it ain't even half. It's a little over halfway over, and I've had enough, child, because I'm hungry. You know how I get, and it's been 3 hours. But tomorrow, I save it. Maybe we'll go over tomorrow, because we're gonna look at some money stuff tomorrow. I've decided we're gonna look at some money stuff. We're gonna look at some foolishness, of course, but there's this money thing right here that I didn't get a chance to look at. We're gonna look at it tomorrow. I got another one, and maybe we will roast Generation. Maybe we will roast Generation Z tomorrow too, because child, I love doing that. Thank you, Miss AB. She said Jay-Z said go and purchase his album. Woo! Shout out to the 30th or 40th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt, where Jay-Z, everybody hates him, yet he sold out 3 concerts in 3 nights. Chris Brown out here selling out $2,500 meet and greets while breaking up happy homes and marriages while he pulls up women with a certain aesthetic that y'all claim, you females claim that you don't like about him, but you still selling him out. He always bringing up these light brights and damn near white women up there, don't he? Ruining homes, okay? But y'all keep going there. Shout out to Chris Brown, make your money, honey. All those people are making money, generational wealth for their families. Y'all out here cutting for people that don't give a fuck about you or your future or your livelihood or where you end up. But it is what it is, as they say. Shout out to all of y'all. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone that donated. Shout out to Lawrence for being the stream sponsor. Appreciate you. Shout out to the mods. Thank you for everything that you do. Shout out to the trolls, because all views matter. And if that's what you want to do, then do it. Okay. Thank you to all the new subscribers as well. We going to 50,000 y'all. We're going to make it to 50,000 sooner rather than later before the summer is over. That is the goal. Make sure you go ahead and comment. Make sure you go ahead and share daggone video. I appreciate y'all. I see you all in the next one.